and start rolling. Wait, you're like the bad guy, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my boss.
Dax? No, wait, Dax is
Dax.
Dax is a good guy.
Yeah, Dax is the good guy.
Yeah, man. I'm into it.
Chadwick is who you're thinking of. Chadwick Hugraser? Hoggracer?
Yeah.
Isn't it with
Hoggracer.
Hoggy.
How do you say
Haagen
it?
Dazs.
Hoggracer. Okay.
It's
Very
French.
French, no?
According to him, it's Hoggracer.
Yes,
Hoggracer,
oui,
right.
du garçon.
Brian, can you hear us? All right, awesome. Everybody, that's Brian. Brian and I wrote a screenplay together.
What's up, Brian?
And Brian's in Philly. He wanted to video conference in with us. He gave us some of our early feedback notes on this script, so it helped us out. And that's the best we can get Brian here
I was like,
on the computer. So thank you, Brian, for being here.
You mean you couldn't fly him down for this?
We couldn't fly him down for this. No, we haven't made it to that level yet.
Sheep, I'm out of here.
Just around the corner, man.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
I don't know if everybody here knows everybody. If you want to go around and introduce yourselves. Courtney, you can come in and sit too.
Reggie Blake.
If you guys want to start on one end of the table and just introduce yourselves real quick so everybody knows everybody.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm playing Kelly. Hi, I'm Jency.
Reggie.
Blake. I'm Greg. I'm playing Ricky.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Dax.
Kristen, I'm playing Julie.
I'm Andrew. I'm playing Brad Kroger.
Josh, I'm playing Chuck.
Felipe, I'm playing Stefan.
Courtney, I'm playing innocent boy and not woman.
Very innocent of you.
Same
Zach,
character.
I'm playing Bob, or DJ number 1 in Small Child.
Is that written on your hand?
Brittany, and I'm the lewd boy, the fat woman, and the old woman.
Really typecasting here with this guy.
He's got the
You gotta eat some more.
perfect delivery. All right. So Broderick, you about ready?
Oh, yeah.
Now he is.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna read halfway through and then we'll take a break. So
Perfect.
I better not
Broderick, you got your music cues and everything? All right. Well, just wanted to say thank you all to everybody for coming out tonight. We've been working on this screenplay for the last 4 months. So the main point of this was really just for everybody to network, have a good time. It's kind of like our way of celebrating finishing this thing. And then also at the end, we really are eager to get everybody's feedback and comments, especially from the actors first and then from our guests as well, just to see what your thoughts are. Because we will be rewriting this again. We submitted it to the LA Comedy Fest today for their final deadline. And then we'll be submitting to a whole host of screenplay competitions throughout the next several months.
Yeah.
So
Make sure,
helps us.
pipeline. Make sure you do pipeline.
Yes.
Because I'm doing pipeline too with mine. So
Awesome.
Maybe
And
we can go together.
I know you have one in a festival right now.
Yeah. Mine just got in a festival.
Yeah. So
Wait, he's really
No
got
big
the
deal.
Indian
we
stuff?
got to.
Yeah, he's got all the
Ready to go,
Dreamcatcher?
man.
He's ready to go. He's prepared.
So we had a couple people that were unable to make it. I know Bryce got stuck in some traffic. He was coming from Lafayette. He may be coming a little late. And then I know the guy we had reading, Chadwick, actually was unable to make it, but good for him. He got a role on Nashville, the TV show.
Right
So-
on.
Wow.
If you're gonna have an excuse, yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Blaine,
Right,
so
right.
if
How
anyone knows
dare
Blaine
he.
Lack of
Sanchez,
commitment.
Priority.
shoot him a congrats because he got a nice little spot.
Pretty awesome.
But I guess, Roderick, you have anything else to add? Or?
I'm excited.
Do you want to start off reading?
Yeah, sure.
Narrative. So we're gonna be alternating narrators today.
You tell me. You tap me.
All right, you ready? All right. Without further ado, wedding DJ.
Exterior. Special day DJ office, late afternoon. Music track plays. Whoop, there it is by Tag Team. Speakers and DJ mixers are loaded into an array of cars. Dax, the owner of Special Day DJ, waves to his DJs as they drive off to their evening gigs.
Make sure they have a special day.
The car peels off. Chuck, a shy, overweight Asian DJ, hops on his moped with a small trailer attached. The moped wheezes and strains to take off. Interior, DJ Steffen's wedding evening. Music track plays Whoop There It Is by Tag Team continues to play. A wild wedding reception. DJ Stefan, 20s, a raging techno sex machine, blasts beats and bounces on stage. Frantic wedding crowd dances and shouts. Stefan pops a bottle of champagne into the crowd. He waves his hands in the air and the crowd mimics. End of music track Whoop There It Is by Tag Team. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Earl's wedding evening. Music track plays Careless Whisper by George Michael. A hardcore country wedding reception. Fat redneck man shotguns a 24-ounce can of beer. DJ Earl, late 20s, clean-cut African-American, dressed in khakis, press shirt, and a bow tie, speaks into the mic.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you folks are having a splendid evening.
Rednecks stuff their faces with barbecue ribs and Texas toast. Nobody is dancing. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Kelly's wedding evening. Music track plays Bump and Grind by R. Kelly. A classy wedding reception, a few couples slow dance. The groom is passed out drunk. Father of the bride slices his steak and eats slowly with a look of disgust on his face. Sarah, a tipsy bride, dances alone with a half-drunk martini. Kelly, 20s, a sexy, chauvinistic, bisexual female DJ, looks up from her mixer. She watches Sarah sway her hips. Kelly and Sarah's eyes meet. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Chuck's wedding evening. Music track plays All That Meat and No Potatoes by Fats Waller. The DJ booth is empty. Chuck stands in the wedding buffet line. He cuts in front of fat bride to pile his plate with crab legs and melted butter. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Steffen's wedding day. Music track plays Whoop There It Is by Tag Team. Steffen guzzles the bottle of champagne. He sweats and sways to the beat. He hops on top of his DJ table. The crowd cheers. Steffen leaps off the stage and crowd surfs. Cut 2. Interior DJ Earl's wedding night. Music track plays Careless Whisper by George Michael. Fat redneck man cracks a fresh 24-ounce beer. He adjusts his pants and approaches Earl's DJ booth. Hey man, what the fuck is this?
Excuse me, sir?
This song!
Oh, this is Careless Whisper by the talented George Michael.
No, asshole. I mean, what the fuck is this? I'm trying to get down with my wife tonight. Fat redneck man points to fat redneck wife who sits at a dinner table, eats a turkey wing, and licks barbecue sauce from her fingers. Cut 2. DJ Kelly's wedding night. Music track plays Bump and Grind by R. Kelly. Kelly winks at Sarah. Sarah smiles flirtatiously. Kelly motions with the come here finger. Sarah downs her martini and walks toward the dance floor. Drunk groom drools as he sleeps. Father of the bride looks up at DJ Kelly and then at drunk groom. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Chuck's wedding night. Music track plays All That Meat and No Potatoes. The party is bland. No one is having fun. Fat bride chews out the chef for not having enough food. Chuck, surrounded by 2 drinks and 3 heaping plates of food, makes a place setting for himself behind the DJ booth. Chef points at DJ booth. Fat bride shoots a look at Chuck. Oblivious, Chuck dips his snow crab legs in butter and stuffs his face with a fork full of spaghetti. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Steffen's wedding night. Music track plays Whoop There It Is. Steffen aggressively hip thrusts as single ladies gather around him and scream with applause. Grandma waves a $100 bill and tucks it in Steffen's pants. Steffen grabs Grandma and violently thrusts his pelvis against her booty. Grandma and the crowd cheer. Boom! Steffen thrusts too hard and Grandma falls to the floor. Grandma breaks her hip. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Earl's wedding night. Music track plays Careless Whisper by George Michael. Now look at here. You're gonna play something hip like Baby Got Back or Getting Jiggy With It, you know, by Will Smith.
Sir, I sincerely apologize. However, the bride specifically requested this song. I'm afraid that I'm unable to play Getting Jiggy With It by Will Smith, but I do have the chicken dance coming up next.
Well then, I'm gonna take your laptop. Fat redneck man reaches across the booth. He and Earl scuffle. DJ table collapses. Earl slips. The upright speaker tumbles and smashes Earl in the face. Fat redneck wife looks up and bites into her barbecue chicken. Cut to interior DJ Kelly's wedding night. Music track plays Bubba Grind. Kelly and Sarah dance in full embrace. Kelly licks Sarah's ear. They melt into each other's arms as they sway to the soul music. Father of the bride rushes to the dance floor.
Sarah, Sarah, Sarah! This is inappropriate!
Get off me, Dad. This is my wedding.
Sarah, please! I'm running for office, for Christ's sake!
Get the fuck off me, Dad! Hey!
Sarah, you are disgracing our entire family!
Hey, don't talk to her like that!
I paid a lot of money for this wedding. Now go take care of your husband. Sarah throws a tantrum. And you, get back to your booth. Father pushes Kelly towards the DJ booth.
Daddy, stop it!
Father grabs Sarah's arm and tries to drag her away. Smash, Kelly punches Father of the bride with a swift uppercut. He lands on the floor, unconscious. Sarah leaps into Kelly's arms. They slow dance and passionately kiss as drunk groom falls out of his chair. Wedding guests stare in horror.
Cut to interior DJ Steffen's wedding night. Young bride cries and glares at Steffen. Grandma blows a kiss to Steffen as paramedics cart her away on a stretcher. Interior DJ Chuck's wedding night. Chuck's napkin bib is stained with chunks of spaghetti and crab. He eats a heaping slice of wedding cake and approaches the mic. The room is nearly empty. A few remaining guests ignore Chuck. The microphone squeals with feedback.
I hope that everyone had a great time and a very special day.
Cut to. Words appear on screen. Wedding DJ. Words disappear from screen. Go ahead.
It's a quiet small town Monday morning. Dax cruises the quaint streets in his beat-up light blue convertible. A faded Special Day DJ decal is peeling off the side of his car. The car rumbles and smokes a bit. Dax drives past City Park, where a group of old people move to a Tai Chi-style dance exercise. Bob sweeps a storefront door stoop. He smiles and waves to Dax. Dax pulls to a red light. A blacked-out Chevy Suburban pulls alongside, blaring top 40s music. Sleepy Sheriff dozes under his hat with feet on the dashboard. DJ Elite is emblazoned on the side. Chadwick and a few of his fashionable Eurotrash DJ Elite DJs bob to the music. Nice ride!
Nice outfits. Who's dressing you guys? The Backstreet Boys?
Maybe Backstreet's back, all right. DJ Elite laughs and high-fives Chadwick. I heard you guys had a good weekend.
Nobody died. Yeah, it was good. What you listening to? Teen Puberty Top 40?
Hey, you want to go, muchacho? Chadwick revs his V8 engine and tires smoke. Sleepy Sheriff is startled awake. Dax revs his engine. Smoke pours out of the tailpipe.
Oh, come on, baby. Don't die on me.
Chadwick blasts top 40 music on the stereo system. A storm's a-comin', Dax. A storm's a-comin'. Light turns green and Chadwick races off. Sleepy Sheriff watches Chadwick speed away. Dax's car jolts forward and dies. One of the hubcaps falls and rolls past his car into the intersection.
Oh yeah? Well, it's sunny today. Clear skies all week. Asshole!
Plumes of black smoke pour from the engine and choke Dax. He slams the steering wheel repeatedly.
You dirty whore.
Interior Special Day DJ office, morning. The office is a mess except for the space around Earl's tidy desk. Dax's face is covered in black automobile soot. Earl dons a head bandage from his speakerfall injury and does paperwork.
Happy Monday.
Morning, Earl.
Dax wipes the dirt from his face. He sniffs coffee cups to see which is clean. He settles on a giant plastic mug and pours all of the coffee into it. Scruffy, a disheveled, long-haired mutt, wags his tail. He squats and takes a dump on Dax's shoe. Dax pours some coffee back, leaving a 1/10 of an inch in the pot. He looks down at the dog.
Oh, Scruffy, these are my good shoes.
Dax grabs Bob's application and scrapes the wet turd off his shoe.
How was the weekend?
Dax guzzles coffee.
What happened to your face?
Nobody died, but yeah, it was. Perhaps you should check your messages.
Dax plops down at his desk. Photo frames sit on desk. Pictures of him and Ricky DJing, playing baseball, and hanging out fill the space. A pic of him and Julie and one of him with Vicky sit right next to the computer. Dax hits the message machine.
You have 14 voice messages. Special Day DJ, Fuck you.
Beep. Dax hits delete.
Hi, this is Bob. I submitted my resume again about a week ago, and I was just checking.
Beep. Dax deletes.
My grandma is in the hospital with 3 broken bones, and your DJ did it.
Beep.
Vicky.
Dax, your girlfriend, it's your girlfriend Vicky, who you apparently too busy to answer the phone
Beep.
for. I'm gonna sue the shit out of.
I'm gonna sue the shit out of your ass. That lesbian DJ of yours made out with my daughter and punched me in my face, you piece of.
Beep.
Hello, this is Bob again about the job application, and I think I got cut
Beep.
Hey man, what the fuck kind of DJ company is this? When we asked for a black DJ, we didn't mean for you to send a Carlton, you son of a.
Beep.
Stefan, is that you? Remember me from the wedding? My hip may be broken, but I can still suck your. You have 6 more voice messages.
Dax rips the message machine cord out of the wall. Cut 2. Interior DJ office day. Dax lectures his motley crew of DJs. Bob runs a weed eater outside of the building. Stefan sips a Mexican beer with lime.
Stefan, you sent an 85-year-old woman to the hospital who is now calling the office and soliciting sexual favors.
Chuck bites a burrito.
Chuck, you somehow ate $500 worth of Alaskan king crab, and now they're billing me.
Dax looks at Earl's bandaged head.
Earl here was attacked here and is now recovering from a concussion. And Kelly, you drank the groom under the table, seduced the bride, made out with her in the middle of the dance floor, and then proceeded to knock the father unconscious. And now we're being sued.
Her name is Sarah. I think she's my soulmate.
Dax paces. Bob's weed eater roars loudly.
Guys, what is our special day DJ philosophy?
Everyone looks at each other. No one answers.
Come on, nobody? Earl, you know it.
Actually, we don't have one.
Bob stops. He opens the window.
Hey, you know, if you guys want to put together a cohesive corporate mission statement, it'd be a big boost to employee morale and retention.
Everyone looks at Bob. Bob closes the window and goes back to weed eating. Dax looks at a broken wall clock.
Look, guys, I'm probably running late, so just think about some mission statement thing.
Dax gathers a stack of papers and stuffs them into a beat-up leather briefcase. Scruffy shakes. Clumps of dirt and paper fly out of his fur.
When's the last time you gave that dog a bath?
Oh, well, I heard it's supposed to rain this weekend, so some sort of storm is coming.
Scruffy scratches at a sticky note stuck in his fur. Exterior coffee shop, day. Julie reads a brochure about working as a volunteer at an orphanage in Haiti. Dax is on the phone with Vicky, his girlfriend. Dax gives Julie a big hug and says, and mouths, "I'm sorry."
We're planning our birthday party. Vicky, we've done this every year since middle school. I'm not canceling it. Don't say that. She's a great friend. Look, I've got to go. Okay, fine. I'll paint your toenails. Yes, after I take you shopping. Bye.
Girl problems?
You don't even want to know.
Julie smiles. Dax takes the Haiti brochure from Julie's hands.
You really thinking about going to work in that orphanage in Haiti?
I don't know. I'd be gone for a while. It's a 2-year commitment. What do you think?
I'd hate to see you leave, but if it would make you happy, then I guess you should go.
Bob, in full barista uniform, delivers refreshments.
I apologize, but we are all out of tomato basil soup.
Oh no, I was really craving that.
Do you want to go to Salty Stews? I guess they have some. I know they have some tomato basil.
No, I'll just get some later.
I am so sorry, Julie. I know it's your favorite. Here's the rest of your order on the house.
Thank you, you're so sweet.
Julie bites into the enormous dessert.
Here, try it.
Julie puts a spoonful of muffin in Dax's mouth. Dax notices a diamond ring on Julie's finger. He stops. He swallows.
What is that?
Oh, Brad gave it to me. It's like a ring to show our commitment to each other and to preserving the earth or something.
Oh?
It's not even real. It's cubic zirconia. Brad doesn't believe in diamonds.
Brad Kroger strolls up. He is barefoot, wearing a hemp shirt, camera in hand.
Considering the destruction they come from, I see no beauty in them.
Brad awkwardly rubs Julie's face.
Unlike my jewels here, she's all the diamonds I'll ever need.
Julie bites into her muffin. Brad stares.
Is that made with genetically modified wheat flour and high fructose corn syrup?
I don't know.
And is that a dairy-based whipped topping?
I'm not really sure, Brad.
Brad takes away the muffin.
Julie Bean. How many times do we have to have this discussion?
Julie hangs her head.
I'm sorry, Brad.
Hey, Julie, I need to get those photos from you before I forget.
What photos?
Dax is putting together a slideshow for our birthday party.
Oh, Dax, if you need help, all you have to do is ask.
Dax is puzzled.
I'm a very busy man, but I'm willing to sacrifice my time and lend my professional expertise to your little project.
Brad hands a business card to Dax. Dax, point of view.
Brad Kroger.
Sorry.
It just
Brad
says-
Kroger Elite Photography, a timeless passion. A picture of Brad lying nude across a tree limb. Leaves and twigs cover his manhood. He holds a camera. End of POV.
Just give me the photos and I'll fix your mistakes and color correct them when I have a chance.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Brad awkwardly kisses Julie on the lips. She tries to pull away, but he grabs her head and gives her tongue. Dax looks away.
Your kisses refresh me like spring waters. I'll see you at the bridal show.
Yeah, Dax's DJs are making my new banner for the event.
Dax nods. Brad smacks Dax on the shoulder.
It's gonna be big.
Julie looks at Dax as if to say, I'm sorry. Interior Wedding Expo, Percy's Place, Day. A stage banner reads, 6th Annual Wedding Expo, sponsored by Percy's Place. 2 fat, nasty women are on stage pitching their bachelorette sex parties.
Not only do we bring a wide variety of oils and lubricants,
we also have a plethora of erotic instruments for you girls to satisfy all your sensual desires.
They pull a black curtain off of a table of assorted dildos and toys. Mother covers her small child's eyes. There's hesitant applause.
and for you ladies, you are extra hard to please. We have the Rhino Max 2000.
The ladies pull out a synthetic rhino head with a 12-inch penis in place of a horn. Fat woman number 2 turns it on and vibrates wildly. Percy's eyes widen.
The Rhino Max 2000 is all the man you'll ever need. It features a 7-speed adjustable setting. Simply twist the horn and...
Rhino Max 2000 flies out of the fat woman number 2's hands and starts flapping wildly on the floor. The audience gasps. Small child screams and cries.
Okay, ladies, I think we're gonna have to wrap this up. Give them a hand.
Nobody claps. The Rhino 2000 knocks the table of dildos over as the fat women struggle to shut it off.
I'll take 2.
Dax and Julie catch each other's eyes and laugh. Brad watches them.
Welcome to our annual wedding expo. I'm Percy, the owner of Percy's Place, the #1 special event and family funplex in the whole county. Remember, at Percy's Place, we want you to come inside.
Special day DJ team, Dax, Earl, Stefan, Kelly, and Chuck gather around the front of their display table. 2 DJ Elite DJs are crouched behind the special day DJ booth.
Yeah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Old lady in motorized wheelchair turns in surprise.
It's a big wedding show. We got disoriented, but realized we were in the wrong place when we smelled the whore.
I'll beat your ass, you pussy.
Old lady in wheelchair stares in shock.
You two Hot Wheels.
Kelly pulls the tiny blade. DJ Elite DJs back up. They leave. Kelly puts her knife up and looks around. Old lady stares and rolls away.
Keep it moving, lowrider, before I flatten those tires.
Earl wears a bandage around his head from his DJ accident. He holds a stack of business cards. Chuck munches a corn dog and attempts to hand out flyers.
Ma'am, would you like to know our DJ company can help you have a special day?
Disinterested bride and child sneer at Chuck. Chadwick Hogrisay, early 30s, owner of DJ Elite and founder of Kung Zumba Fitness, is with his DJ Elite crew. They are well dressed in sleek Euro-cut black clothes as they pass the special day DJ table. Why ride the special day short bus when you can get a ticket to the Ivy League of Elite Entertainment? Chadwick hands disinterested bride a white rose and a business card tied to it. DJ Elite's sidekick creates a balloon animal giraffe and hands it to the disinterested bride's child.
Oh, cool, a giraffe.
Earl slaps Chuck across the shoulder. We're ahead above the rest. Bride smiles and walks off with her child.
What a jerk.
DJ Elite and Special Day Crews face each other. Dax and Chadwick square off nose to nose. Chadwick snaps a balloon in his hand. I've got a whole lot more where that came from.
Of what? Balloon craftsmanship?
You know, you're not so badass without your boy Ricky around anymore, are you?
Don't you dare bring Ricky into this.
Who's Ricky?
Stefan shrugs. Chadwick turns and smacks his own ass.
I hope you like the way my ass looks in these pants.
Dax is confused.
Because today, I'm running away with this town and making it my bitch. And I'm leaving you in the dust.
Chadwick throws down a handful of magic dust and an unimpressive cloud of smoke appears. The Special Day DJ Crew coughs and DJ Elite disappears to the stage. Colorful strobe lights, a DJ Elite projected monogram, and fog fills the stage as multiple DJs spin techno beats.
Mind.
Chuck studies books in an Ivy League university library.
Body.
Chadwick chops wood with long hair and a beard. He does kung fu training.
Spirit.
Chadwick swims with dolphins. He wears an orange turban and charms a snake.
Synergistic momentum.
Chadwick blows a horn with a flock of mountain goats. He strains to pull a rickshaw full of poor villagers.
Cross-platform integration theory.
Chadwick, dressed in tights, does Flashdance-style dance moves in front of a room full of mirrors. He breaks a stack of boards, kung fu style.
Kung Zumba.
End of video montage. Chadwick appears center stage in a plume of smoke as a flock of doves is released above him.
Welcome, friends. Have you ever asked yourselves, what time is it? Or why am I here?
Crowd members raise their hands.
You are not alone, for I too was lost before I completed a majestic journey. And now I stand before you in the sands of time.
Crowd members smile. Dax whispers in Julie's ear. She laughs. Brad watches them as he snaps photographs of the event.
You all know how my company, DJ Elite, has taken this town by storm with our infusion of Manhattan-style wedding entertainment.
Crowd members smile and nod.
Now begins the next phase in the evolution. Kung Zumba. Fitness. Strength. Purpose.
Chadwick leans down and speaks in a bride's face.
It's not about simply fitting into your wedding dress.
Chadwick rises.
It's about a revolution into the true you. It's not about the money. That's why my new workout DVDs are free with a mandatory donation of at least $39.99 that goes to support our foundation. Don't allow yourselves to hesitate any longer. Sign up for our fitness classes today and change your life a little bit later today and tomorrow.
Techno music, lights, and fog resume as Chadwick tosses beach balls with a Kung Zuma logo and into the cheering crowd. Percy dances as DJ Elite make their exit. Dax winks at Julie as she takes the stage.
Hey everybody, I'm so happy to be here. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous.
Dax gives Julie a reassuring thumbs up. Brad and Chadwick whisper to each other.
Wedding planning can be, well, a little overwhelming. That's why we've created the one-stop shop that I like to call...
Julie spreads her arms. Earl and Stefan proudly smile as they unfurl a giant banner behind Julie.
The Wedding Country!
The sign is supposed to read the wedding country, but it is missing the letters O, R, and Y in country. The sign reads the wedding cunt. Gasp from the crowd. Dax's face turns to a look of horror. Chadwick laughs with DJ Elite. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Julie looks at the crowd and Dax. She turns around, looks at the sign, and breaks into uncontrollable tears. Dax motions to Earl and Stefan as if to say, take it down, take it down! Earl and Stefan don't understand, and they raise the banner higher and move closer to Julie. Small child turns to mother.
Mommy, what's the wedding cunt?
Mother covers small child's eyes again. Dax rushes the stage and forces Earl and Stefan off as Julie bawls her eyes out. The crowd members shake their heads, some laugh. Barefooted Brad confidently strides to the stage. He grabs a microphone and puts his finger to Julie's mouth.
My dear Earth Angel, cry no more.
Julie's eyes are bloodshot and her nose runs as she chokes back tears.
I couldn't think of I couldn't think of a better time than now to ask the woman who has always dreamed of me to be part of my dream.
Brad kneels at Julie's feet in a yoga meditation pose. He pulls a hemp wedding band from his pocket and takes Julie's hand.
Jules, marry me.
Dax looks up in disbelief. Julie starts screaming, crying, and Brad forces the ring onto her finger. The crowd half-heartedly claps. Cut to Percy's Place Day. Dax slams DJ equipment into the car. Earl and Stefan hang their heads.
How the hell do you mess up something so simple?
I was the one who put the glue on. Actually, applying the adhesive was Kelly's responsibility.
Dude, the glue you gave us was like 20 years old.
Chuck munches a bag of chips.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. maybe we were sabotaged.
Everyone else argues. A tricked-out smart car screeches to a stop near the van. Hooded medieval minion emerges from the driver's side of the tiny vehicle. He holds a bow, flaming suction cup arrow, and a scroll attached to the arrow. Whoosh! He fires the flaming suction arrow and scroll. It races past the arguing group and sticks to the side of the Special Day DJ van. Earl hits the ground and screams. Dax looks back at the smart car. In the passenger side sits Ishvara, a mysterious cloaked man holding a falcon. Hooded minion awkwardly climbs back into the car with his bow. The smart car peels off, but then stops at a stop sign. Hooded minion looks both ways, then peels out again. Earl is in a fetal position.
Anybody hit?
Chuck pulls the flaming arrow off the van and licks potato chip grease from his fingers. Dax tears the burning scroll from the arrow and blows the fire out. Dax reads it with the DJs. Greetings, royalty and commoners. The 12th Annual County Renaissance Festival hereby nominates you, by order of Ishvara the Great, to please... The rest of the scroll is burnt and unreadable. The DJs look up at the smart car stopped at a red light up the street. It peels off again. Percy walks by with 2 Rhino Max 2000s. He watches the smart car race away. Fast and furious. You're good.
A group of second-grade kids have gathered with Dax for a free after-school music program. Earl sits at a desk doing paperwork.
Okay, kids. Well, last week's assignment was writing your own... last week's assignment with writing your own love song is canceled. We're just going to watch the documentary on Hall & Oates.
Oh, again.
Oh, but Mr. Dax, we want to read our love songs.
Yeah. I delved into the depths of my heart to pour my soul to this musical composition. I feel like I need to share it with everyone.
I wrote a love song about getting on with Jessica and Stacy, and I want to read it to them.
The 2 girls smile and blush. Earl looks up from his paperwork and listens.
No. We're not getting anything on with Jessica and Stacy. Look, you guys don't know anything about love. Let me just explain what's going to happen to all of you. You're going to fall in love with someone. You may be in love for years and years, but it's not going to work out. You'll end up with some emotionally unstable woman you met on a dating website. Sure, the sex will be hot, but there will always be this nasally voice calling you on the phone, screaming at you every single time you can't take her out to dinner. You'll end up running a failing business, people will sue you, and you'll be stuck in a dead-end town you always swore you would escape. Well, the girl you love gets married to an egocentric, environmentalist douchebag. That's what love is.
Your life blows, Mr. Dax.
Julie rushes into the classroom.
Where's Julie?
Hi, kids. Sorry I'm late.
Did you and Mr. Dax break up?
I can see that you're both hurting. I need to speak with you.
Dax puts on a Hall & Oates documentary. Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates plays.
What the hell did you tell these kids?
This is the real world, Julie. I'm just preparing them for life.
Oh, because you know so much about being prepared.
Look, what happened about the sign, that wasn't my fault.
You can't take responsibility for anything, can you? You humiliated me in front of the entire town.
Are you going to wrestle now? After Mommy and Daddy fight, they take their clothes off and wrestle. They get really sweaty and then their bedroom smells like bacon.
Lawyer walks in. Hall & Oates. Nice. Lawyer walks towards Dax and Julie. I'm looking for Dax Johnson.
That's me.
Lawyer hands over an envelope. This building has been condemned for failure to meet building code standards under the new city ordinance. You have 2 weeks to meet code or vacate the premises. Lawyer walks off. Julie stares at Dax. It's you and me, Sarah smile. Lawyer sings. I was ahead of cue. Whack. Dax smacks a baseball at the Percy's Place batting cages. A half-drunk six-pack of beer sits on the ground. Percy makes an announcement over the intercom.
Last call, y'all. Move those booties toward the door. It's time to wrap it up.
Whack. Dax hits another ball. Percy pulls up in his glittery pink golf cart. Gay dance music plays and a strobe light flickers on the cart. Whoosh, Dax misses. Percy approaches the batting cages with a jug of tea and a glass.
Hey there, slugger. I wrestled you up some sweet tea.
Percy pours a glass. Dax stays focused on the game. Whoosh, he misses.
Keep your eye on the balls.
Whoosh, he misses. Dax throws down the bat.
I'm striking out here. Striking out with my business. I'm striking out with Julie.
Smack. A ball hits Dax in the back. He picks it up and hurls it back at the pitching machine.
Son of a bitch!
Percy shakes his head. Dax sips beer.
Come on now. I'm sure even that big bear Babe Ruth struck out sometimes. You can't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes life gives you the shaft, but you can't just take it in the face. You gotta open up your mouth, swallow your pride. You gotta say what you feel.
She's gonna marry Brad Kroger.
Oh, Lord. Wasn't that a romantic proposal?
I don't even know what to say or what to do.
Percy thinks.
For one, you gotta get your DJs in line. I've had quite a few complaints over the past few months, and it makes me hesitant to recommend you to my brides.
God, I'm sorry, Percy.
You know I love you, Dax, but you've got to get it together. For your DJ boys, for me, and for yourself.
Dax sinks lower.
And God, why are you still hanging out with that Vicky girl? I see the way you and Julie look at each other. Maybe you should tell her how you feel.
I wish it was that simple.
Look, 20 years ago, I was in an awkward position, and I had to make the hardest decision of my life, to finally just come out and be who I really am. I lost most of my friends and my parents disowned me.
Percy hands Dax a glass of sweet tea and Dax takes a sip.
It was hard, Dax, but you know what? I was free, and I was truly happy for the first time in my life. Right now, you may not know what to say, but you will. You just need to figure out what you really want and then do whatever it takes to get it.
Dax nods and cracks a smile.
And if it doesn't work out with her, you could always try switch hitting.
Percy smacks Dax in the butt. A handmade Kung Zumba sign and symbol hang on the wall. Incense and candles burn. A DJ in black shades and attire blasts cheesy top 40s dance songs. Chadwick Hagrase leads the class. He wears toe shoes and is dressed in black spandex tights with a white spandex thong-style women's swimsuit. A black belt is wrapped around his waist. Attached are a business card holder and a smartphone. His outfit is topped with a Kung Fu headband emblazoned with a Kung Zumba logo. Chadwick leads everyone in a ridiculous Kung Zumba dance fighting routine. The music fades down, and he reaches for a ninja sword over the sign. Brad, Bob, and class members sit in a meditation position. Chadwick points the sword at the coconut. What is this? Anyone?
Coconut.
Wrong.
Chadwick wildly swings his sword and spins.
It's the fruit of the gods!
He chops the sword into the coconut. It doesn't penetrate and gets stuck in the side. He lifts the sword with the coconut and strikes it on the ground. Nothing happens. He stalls.
The coconut is more than a simple dessert topping for cakes and candy.
He fidgets with the coconut and sword.
It's a symbol, a symbol of purity.
Whack! He smacks the sword and coconut on the ground. Nothing happens.
Hard on the outside, soft, sweet, and milky on the inside.
Nothing happens. Chadwick starts sweating. The class stares.
Try wiggling it.
I did that, Karen!
Well, then try stepping on it.
Chadwick stomps on the sword and jumps up and down on the coconut.
When's the last time you sharpened your sword?
Chadwick shoots a look as he wipes sweat from his face.
Just go back to your meditating.
Chadwick stumbles.
Bradley, assist your master.
Brad grabs the sword handle and holds Chadwick's hand as Chadwick jumps up and down on the coconut and sword.
Feel the chi flowing through your body.
Chadwick throws the sword and coconut against the wall and nothing happens. Cut 2. DJ Elite Office rooftop, day. Chad and Brad drop the sword and coconut from roof. Nothing happens. Cut 2. DJ Elite Office parking lot, day. Brad holds the sword on the asphalt as Chadwick races a sports car toward the coconut. The entire class watches from the window. Chadwick runs over the coconut and sword. It flies out of Brad's hands. Nothing happens. Cut 2. Interior, DJ Elite Office.
Put your back into it.
Chadwick angrily beats the sword and coconut onto the ground. The tile floor breaks.
You stupid fucking coconut.
Bob gets up from his meditation and does a few Kung Zumba moves. He grabs a hammer and pin from his bag. Ding, ding, ding. Bob lightly strikes the coconut in a few places and splits it. Chadwick and Brad have looks of astonishment.
I love fresh coconut, so I always have a hammer and pin handy.
Brad pours the coconut juice and meat into small bowls. Chadwick wipes sweat from his face.
Okay, ladies, what you've seen here is evidence of the power of Kung Zumba. You've just been upgraded to a yellow belt, Bob. You can purchase one in the lobby after class.
Chadwick leads the group in a ceremonial cleansing ceremony.
Pour the sweet nectar on your partner and feel the cleansing power.
Brad drips coconut juice on Hot Girl. He scoops bits of coconut and forces his fingers into her mouth. She enjoys it. Julie walks in. She is shocked at what she sees.
Okay, class, we'll see you all again next week.
Julie approaches Brad. Hot Girl smiles at Brad and leaves.
Brad, what in the hell were you doing?
What I do here is strictly spiritual. I want to share it with you, but you refuse to come.
Ni hao, Miss Wedding Country. You know, next time you need a sign made, call a professional.
He pulls a business card from his karate belt and hands it over. Julie looks at Chadwick as if to say, fuck off.
I'll be waiting for you in the car. Just hurry up.
Julie rushes out of the room. Bob does his post-Kung Zumba stretches on the floor.
You sure you want to go all the way with her?
Every rose has its thorn, but the bigger thorn in my eyes these days is Dax.
Bob eavesdrops as he stretches in an upside-down position.
Soon the sun will set, and special day will become a not-so-special night.
Chadwick raises his eyebrows.
They're changing their names.
No, what I mean is soon the fat lady will sing for special day.
Chadwick pulls out a photo of Dax. He pins it to the wall.
They're hiring a wedding singer.
Are you seriously not picking up on my subtextual analogies?
Brad is perplexed.
They're getting shut down. I've got it all arranged. The lawyer just delivered Dax the papers. Soon I'll buy out their building and fully implement my Kung Zumba revolution.
Brad smiles. Bob listens.
You get the girl, and I'll run this town. The only DJ company within 100 miles.
Chadwick snorts a line of cocaine. He offers a bump to Brad. Brad sniffs a heap of powder.
Soon, every bride and groom will sing our praises. And we won't stop with being DJs. We'll keep expanding with Kung Zumba and your photography division of Elite. Soon we will achieve total market domination.
Brad makes sexual motions.
Yeah, hit them from the front, hit them from the back.
We'll charge as much money as we want.
Chad and Brad laugh and high five.
The storm is here, and it's pissing all over you, Dax Johnson.
Brad stares at the photo of Dax and flashes an evil smile. Bob quietly exits the back of the room.
See what?
Chadwick does a wild Kung Zumba move. He stabs a dagger through Dax's photo. Interior Special Day DJ office, meeting room day. Dax and the DJs meet.
Look, it's getting real hard right now, so we need to take it in the face and open our mouths and come together. Any suggestions?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I was at Percy's place last night. But guys, if we don't come up with some great ideas for how to fix this business, we're not going to make it.
7 sips of Bloody Mary.
Oh, I know. What if we start an escort service, but do it like totally legit?
No.
Earl has his hand raised.
What you got, Earl?
Well, in my honest to goodness opinion, a bake sale is going to be our best shot. I make a banana nut bread that is to die for.
Chuck's eyes light up as he eats a tub of ice cream.
Or we could start a fitness club like King Zumba.
The DJs argue over their ideas. Dax shakes his head. Cut to interior Dax's car day. The convertible sputters as Dax and Earl drive down a country dirt road.
If anyone can help us, it's Ricky.
I hope you're right.
Dax turns to Earl.
It's been so long, but he's our only shot.
Exterior Ricky's trailer day. Dax's convertible pulls up to a rural double-wide trailer. There are junked car parts strewn across the overgrown field. A circle of broken toilets form a water fountain with a statue of a Native American in the center. There are piles of big rig tires filled with flowers and several rusted oil drums with trash can fires burning inside.
This guy's our only shot?
In the distance is Ricky Running Foot Taylor, a middle-aged white guy. Ricky's mullet is laced with feathers. He is dressed in a loincloth and holds a handcrafted spear. He rides bareback on an overweight, sickly horse. Ricky slowly gallops toward the car and raises his spear to strike.
You white man here to take my land?
Dax looks at Earl, then back at Ricky. Earl is puzzled. Ricky lights the tip of the spear in one of the trash fires.
Ricky, it's me.
Ricky throws the spear at Earl, but misses horribly. Earl screams and drops to a fetal position.
That was a warning shot.
Ricky awkwardly dismounts. His balls hang out from the loincloth. Ricky pulls out a set of nunchucks and starts flailing them around his body.
Ricky Running Foot Taylor. It's me, Dax.
You I trust, but your African American friend here, he better state his business or I'm gonna scalp a motherfucker.
This is Earl. He's a friend.
Earl continues to scream.
Well, your friend here is a pussy.
Dax opens his arms. They smile.
Bring it in, Big Chief.
Ricky and Dax hug and walk toward the trailer.
My mom sent you to check on me?
Earl pokes up from his fetal position. Cut to interior Ricky's trailer. The trailer looks like a filthy sweat lodge. Posters of 80s hair metal bands, Cleveland Indians, and Washington Redskins jerseys adorn the walls. Native American trinkets and figurines litter the space. There is no electricity. Candles burn throughout. Dax and Earl awkwardly sit on a beat-up plastic-wrapped love seat. Ricky stirs a rattlesnake and potato stew and hums an Indian chant.
Ricky is 1/16th Native American and really sensitive about it. Oh, and clearly he still is deathly afraid of electricity, so don't say anything.
I think we should turn around and do that big sale.
Ricky hands a couple of bowls of stew to the guys. They pick at it but don't eat.
Toto, supper's ready.
The sickly horse enters the trailer through a giant horse door hole in the wall.
What the fuck?
Ricky holds the stew pot and Tonto eats.
Tonto here has a bad temper when he's hungry, and he's real hungry.
Tunnel, look, we're sorry. If we're offending you, you have a lovely home.
So why are you here?
I need your help.
I'm living a quiet life now.
Look, I know haven't been comfortable. Wait, I know you haven't been comfortable around electricity since the accident, but
how dare you? You come into my wigwam, eat my rattlesnake stew, and tell me what the fuck I need to be doing?
Dax stares at Ricky.
Things are bad, and if you don't help me with the DJs, I'll lose everything.
Sucks to have everything you want and lose it in an instant.
Dax hangs his head.
You're right. I'm sorry. This was a bad idea.
Dax gets up to leave.
Wait, with all due respect, you call yourself an Indian brave, but you're too afraid to help your best friend?
Watch your forked tongue, Kemosabe.
No, sir. You need to listen to this. Chadwick is trying to shut down Dax's business, and Brad is marrying the woman he loves. And you're going to tell me that you're too scared to make the last stand, a little bighorn?
Ricky turns to Dax with a puzzled look.
Soon Dax won't have a business to go to. He'll lose a few friends he actually has. He'll start sleeping in a cardboard box, smoking rocks with some homeless people, offering Filato in exchange for fellatio.
I don't know what Filato is, but I'm not offering it.
Exchange for cups of coffee while you sit there peacefully on this public property.
Ricky looks at Dax with a tear in his eye.
I always thought you'd be the one to end up with Julie.
Ricky combs his mullet and adjusts the feathers.
Dax says you're our only shot. Don't be a pussy.
Interior Special Day DJ office day. A meeting between Dax, Earl, Chuck, Stefan, Kelly, Scruffy the dog, and the other Special Day DJs.
Ladies and gentlemen of Special Day, today is a new day. A day of reparations.
Everyone looks at Earl.
You giving Earl a raise?
Interior Ricky's conversion van day. Ricky Running Foot jams out in his 80s conversion van as he drives like a bat out of hell. He smokes a peace pipe full of marijuana as he finger drums on the steering wheel. Cut 2, interior special day DJ office.
We will unleash a wave of retribution against DJ Elite.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about coming up short. I'm talking about always coming in second behind DJ Elite. I'm talking about us being evicted because we don't meet the building code and getting sued because we're failing miserably.
Kelly and Chuck look at each other.
I'm talking about a comeback.
The DJs clap half-heartedly. Scruffy barks. Ricky's van roars outside the office.
The storms are coming. We are the storm.
Dax lifts the DJ office garage door. A cloud of pot smoke pours from Ricky's van windows. The DJs cough.
Guys, here's the greatest DJ you will ever meet. The 4-time winner of the International Underground Mix-Off competition. Your new mentor.
Ricky steps out of the van. He bites into a giant piece of beef jerky. He is dressed in white high tops, tight blue jeans, a Cleveland Indians baseball jersey, and a buffalo skin coat. He holds a wooden cane with a dream catcher attached.
Look, little fuckers, I am not your friend. My time is valuable, and I would much rather spend it with Tonto than you sorry loser motherfuckers. My name is Ricky Runningfoot, and I am your new DJ coach.
So what's your plan?
Whack! Ricky whips Stefan across the face with his dream catcher cane.
No more stupid fucking questions. The plan is help you retards not suck so much ass so I can be on my way.
The DJs look at each other.
Who wears fur anymore?
Whack! Ricky whips Chuck across his belly.
I have the hearing of an eagle, you hungry-looking sack of shit.
The DJs are nervous.
I killed this buffalo myself with my bare hands.
Ricky looks at Kelly and points the cane at her.
I'll hit a girl too, mangina. So listen up. Training starts today, so get ready.
Kelly is aroused.
Dax, I need to speak with you in private.
Dax and Ricky step to the side. Ricky hands over a handwritten invoice and receipts.
I've incurred a few expenses that I'll need to be reimbursed for.
Dax POV. 3 gallons of gas, 2 breakfast sandwiches, 1 sausage patty, 1 stick of beef jerky, 1 haircut, 1 box of condoms, total $27.89. End of Dax POV. Dax looks up.
You got a haircut?
Ricky combs his mullet.
Just a trim. Did it myself.
Dax hands over $30. Ricky probably gives him $2.11 back in change. Oh, let's go.
You got music for this, Roger? We have music. All right. Ricky hands out Walkman cassette players to Dax and the DJs. They jog through the park in an unorganized fashion. Jogger runs past the group and accidentally bumps into Kelly. Kelly tackles Jogger and hits him. Ricky intervenes and shakes his head. Ricky and Kelly drive bumper cars and crash into Scared Kid. Scared Kid cries. Ricky and Kelly laugh. The DJs jog. Earl is wearing short shorts and tall white socks. Ricky shakes his head. Ricky shops with Earl at an urban clothing store. Earl awkwardly tries on do-rags and a mustard yellow preacher suit. Ricky buys a bag of weed from the urban store owner. The DJs jog. Chuck lags behind the group and is out of breath. Ricky rides up on Tonto and dangles a donut from his Dreamcatcher stick in front of Chuck. Ricky and the DJs eat at a diner. Ricky sets food in front of them. He hands Earl a fried chicken soul plate and hands Chuck a salad. He sets a phallic banana split in front of Kelly and squirts whipped cream all over it. She smiles. Dax shakes his head. Ricky and the DJs at a strip club. Ricky hands the strippers dollar bills with his Dreamcatcher stick. Kelly makes out with a stripper. Stefan is tied to a chair as stripper gives him a lap dance. He gets an erection. Ricky pours a pitcher of ice water in Stefan's lap. Dax buys paint at a hardware store. He notices Brad with Amanda, a hot woman. He kisses her on the cheek and they go to a hotel. Dax snaps a photo. Ricky, Dax, and the DJs paint the DJ office. Scruffy gets a bath and is transformed from brown to sparkling white. Ricky provides classroom instruction to the DJs.
The first commandment of DJing. Always have a playlist ready so you can switch to autopilot mode in case you have to leave the DJ booth.
The DJs take notes.
You never know when you have to take a massive shit or throw up or rub one out or punch a wall to blow off steam.
Ricky puts a check mark next to Earth, Wind & Fire and the Rolling Stones. Earl writes Nickelback on the board. Ricky goes berserk. He smashes his tomahawk through Nickelback. Ricky looks at Earl's music collection. He burns ABBA, Neil Diamond, Cher, and Nickelback. He hands Earl hip-hop and Motown albums. Ricky, Dax, and the DJs jog in lockstep in the park. They simultaneously flip cassette tapes in their Walkmans and keep running. Dax notices Brad and Julie in the park. She bites a cupcake and Brad snatches it. They argue. Dax shakes his head. Ricky walks blindfolded Chuck to the parking lot. He removes the blindfold to reveal Chuck's new souped-up moped, complete with custom pipes in the sidecar parked next to Ricky's badass conversion van. Chuck hugs Ricky. Ricky and Kelly do yoga together. She breathes deeply and is calm. They check out Hot Yoga Girl, look at each other and smile. Ricky smacks Kelly's ass. Ricky, Dax, and the DJs look at the freshly renovated office. They smile and high-five. Julie drives by the special DJ office and is surprised by how good it looks. Ricky, Dax, Stefan, Kelly, Chuck, Earl, and Scruffy alternate doing dance moves in the center of a circle. Interior, DJ office meeting room. The DJs gather in a circle on the floor smoking marijuana from Ricky's peace pipe.
When the blue corn moon rises in the west, the wolf will sing with the wings of the air.
Everyone is stoned. Kelly smiles longingly.
I'm real fucking proud of all of you all.
Yeah. You guys want to order a pizza?
Chuck pulls a couple large pizzas out of a duffel bag.
I got a couple right here.
They eat. Ishvara lurks in the window holding a falcon. He points at the fax machine. The fax spits out a crumpled up faded piece of paper. Dax picks it up. Dax POV.
You are hereby ordered by the order of Ishvara, of the organization, to participate in the Gauntlet, sponsored by Larry's Funnel Cakes. Special day DJ versus DJ Elite in a test of feats to decide.
End of POV. The rest of the message is too faded to read. Scruffy runs out the doggy door and attacks Ishvara, tearing at his brown cloak. Ishvara's falcon flaps its wings and squalls as Ishvara hobbles away from Scruffy. Ishvara's smart car peels out of the parking lot.
Who the hell is that?
The organization. We're being challenged at the Gauntlet.
This is what I was afraid of. Shit! You didn't tell me you were in this deep.
What are you talking about?
Ricky hits his peace pipe.
What's the Gauntlet?
It's some stupid Renaissance fair competition between local businesses or bands or something.
Ricky stands up and paces.
No, this is some serious shit. You don't mess with the organization.
The organization?
A secret society that goes back to the dawn of mankind.
Dax rolls his eyes. Everyone watches intently. Flashback, the Stone Age. Ishvara, a caveman that looks like Ishvara, smiles at a pretty cave woman. She flips her hair and ignores him.
From the beginning of time, music has had a mystical power over people.
Dorky musician fashions a reed flute. He blows a few notes.
Those who were able to harness the power of this new technology were able to reap the sweet, sweet rewards of its fruits.
Musician plays reed flute for cave woman. She smiles and takes off her clothes.
Before long, whole tribes were swayed by its mind-altering influence.
Musician plays flute. Cave people dance awkwardly. They dry hump each other. Cave woman sucks dorky caveman's dick.
Music became an increasingly powerful means of control, like fire and liquor.
Cave people gather around the fire and watch him play. They drink alcohol and stare in amazement as they remove their clothes. Musician blows his flute as people chant and bow down. High priest sacrifices a non-dancing cave person with knife.
As we entered the Middle Ages, suits of armor and castle fortresses were built to protect the elites from music.
Knight stands in a castle wielding a sword. Minstrel plays outside the walls.
They were built to protect people from swords and arrows.
Oh yeah, Smarty Pants? What deflects sound better than metal and stone?
Point taken.
Minstrel plays and sound reflects off castle walls.
Well, good. Now shut the fuck up and hand me a piece of pizza. So 2 musical groups vied for control over all the lands. The Gregorian monks, who had mastered the art of voice, and the minstrels, who had perfected musical instruments.
Gregorian monk and minstrel square off in a town.
They realized that with their combined powers, they could have total domination of planet Earth.
Gregorian monk and minstrel sing and play together in a swooning crowd. A king bows to them.
Soon musicians realized that there would be an all-out world war for this control. That's when the organization was formed, to create musical territories governed by laws and justice.
Like the United Nations?
Exactly, but more powerful.
Gregorian and minstrel shake hands in a secret meeting.
From that point forward, every great leader has been a musician.
Queen Elizabeth plays a badass harp solo while gentlemen fawn over her.
Why do you think Lincoln freed the slaves?
For social justice.
Wrong, my African brother. The slaves were developing blues music, and Abe wanted in so he could beat the South.
Abe Lincoln hangs out with Free Black Men. They jam out on acoustic blues guitars.
Why do you think Hitler lost World War II?
He overextended himself and bankrupted Germany's resources?
Are you fucking kidding me? Germany was richer than Donald Trump and Rosie O'Donnell combined. But we had jazz.
Franklin Roosevelt and Churchill listen to Louis Armstrong rock out on his jazz trumpet.
And Hitler chose an inferior musical style.
Hitler dances with an accordion singing polka tunes with German soldiers.
Every great band has vied for power, and the organization works to keep them in check and ensure that no one musical group gains too much control. Remember the British invasion? The Beatles sought to dominate North America, so the organization countered with the Beach Boys.
Beatles and Beach Boys stare each other down.
Poison was counterbalanced by Guns N' Roses. Tupac versus Biggie. Counterbalance didn't work, so the organization had them both killed.
Cars shot up in a drive-by. End of flashback. The group is stoned and dumbfounded.
So what does the organization want with us?
Chadwick is challenging us for the music control of this town.
The only way to resolve the issue is at the gauntlet. A musical feat of strengths. At the end, only one DJ company will stand.
Are you on drugs?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Kids are gathered with Dax and Julie for their music lesson.
And that's how Marvin Gaye made it to the top of the charts. Remember, kids, with persistence and hard work, you can overcome any obstacle that may come to your way.
Kids clap.
You seem really happy, Mr. Dax.
Yeah. Have you been smoking pot?
Didn't Marvin Gaye get murdered by his own father?
Anyway, kids, we've got something for all of you.
Dax unveils a new dance floor lighting system.
Next week, I'll teach you how to turn your bedroom into your very own techno dance club. But for now, dance party!
Dax cues some Marvin Gaye and the kids dance wildly. Julie smiles.
What's gotten into you?
I don't know. I just feel like it's time for me to step up to the plate.
Well, these kids really love you.
Lewd boy dances with Jessica and Stacy. Innocent boy discos. Sassy girl and the kids dance crazy.
Look, Julie, I'm really sorry about what happened at the bridal show. I feel terrible about it, and I've been thinking about it every day. It just wasn't fair to you. I embarrassed you in front of the entire town.
It wasn't your fault. It was...
No, it was my responsibility to do that right, and I failed. And you deserve better from me.
Julie gives Dax a long hug.
It's not long enough.
Hey, I got something for you.
Dax unveils a cake. The icing reads, "The Wedding Country." Julie laughs.
I triple-checked the spelling myself.
Thank you. My favorite. Oh, but I shouldn't. Brad says I need to lose 25 pounds.
Oh, come on. You're gorgeous. Have a piece. Here, have two.
Dax puts a piece in her mouth. She laughs.
Hey, do you want to meet me tomorrow at Percy's place? You know, so we can go over plans for our birthday party and
Yeah,
stuff?
sure. Sounds like a plan. Come on, let's dance.
Dax leads Julie onto the dance floor and they do a goofy dance with the kids. Percy's place. Dax meets Julie, they hug. Percy approaches with a pitcher of sweet tea and a bottle of vodka behind his back. This'll put a pucker on your lips. He pours them a glass of spiked tea and they take big gulps and nearly spit it out.
Whoa!
You're trying to get me naked, Percy?
Percy raises his eyebrow and pours the rest of the vodka into the tea. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all can't plan a party without refreshments. Drink up. And whatever you decide to take off is okay with me. Julie laughs. They toast. Cut to. A pitcher of vodka tea is 3/4 empty. Dax and Julie laugh and drink.
You know what I miss?
What's that?
Kicking your ass at putt-putt.
What? I'm sure you do miss it, because you never win.
Oh, it's on.
Putt-putt course. Percy turns on tree lights, creating a musical glow on the golf course. They golf. Julie does a victory dance. Interior, air hockey. Dax and Julie play. Exterior, batting cages. Julie strikes out. Dax helps her with her swing. Dax nails a baseball. Julie claps. Percy watches from his glittery pink golf cart and smiles. Exterior mini Ferris wheel. Okay, I just bought this used for $1,000. Y'all have to promise not to sue me if it breaks down.
Are you sure about this?
They look at the rickety mini Ferris wheel.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
The ride starts.
Have you tested this thing?
Percy operates it from the ground. I'm testing it right now. Julie laughs as they ride. Percy gets a message on his walkie-talkie. He drops the pitcher of vodka sweet tea. Glass shatters. What? A man's balls are stuck in a hole? He shoved his whole arm in there? Oh, God, I'm coming. Hey, y'all, I'll be right back. Stay put. The Ferris wheel stops. Dax and Julie watch Percy run to the mini golf course.
I guess we're stuck here for a while.
Julie elbows Dax's shoulder.
It's not such a bad place to be stuck.
Dax smiles. Julie shivers. He wraps his arm around her. She lays her head on his shoulder. I'm pulling as hard as I can! Dax and Julie look down at Percy. He tries to help Golfer remove his arm from a putt-putt hole. You're just in too deep! Charlie, go fetch me that bottle of lube! Percy pulls Golfer from behind. It looks like they're humping.
Percy.
Dax pulls the birthday party slideshow disc and a baseball tryout flyer from his pocket.
What's that?
She grabs the baseball flyer. Julie point of view. Minor league baseball tryouts, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Open to all athletes. Finalists will be offered a contract. End of POV.
Are you gonna try out?
I don't know. I probably won't even make the cut, but I'm thinking about giving it a shot. I miss baseball so much.
Well, you should. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Julie. It's nice to have someone around who supports me.
She smiles, then grows serious.
The orphanage in Haiti called. They offered me the position. 2 years and a small salary.
Have you told Brad?
I don't know what to say to him. It's like life is offering me two choices right now. Move away or stay here and marry Brad.
Dax grabs Julie's hand. They look into each other's eyes. Dax's phone rings. It's Vicky. He doesn't answer.
Vicky, I swear she calls me at least 30 times a day.
Oh my God, what time is it?
Julie looks at her watch. Jolt. The Ferris wheel moves. It is operated by Brad Kroger. Brad stares at them as they slowly reach the ground.
Brad, I'm so sorry. I just lost track of time.
That's why you're wearing a watch, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Brad. We just got stuck up there.
Get in the car.
Brad!
Get your ass in the car.
Julie gets in.
Hey man, take it easy. We were just planning the party.
Dax sees Percy humping Golfer in the background. Brad doesn't notice.
Grown man getting drunk on a Tuesday night, riding carnival rides with another man's fiance.
I'm getting it! Oh yeah! Oh God yeah! Dax starts laughing.
Something I said funny? Did you grow up, Dax?
Brad snatches the photo slideshow disc from his hand.
I'll edit this, but only for Julie.
Barefooted Brad cuts his foot on the broken iced tea
Son of a...
He hobbles to the car.
Do you see what happened? This is all your fault!
Brad and Julie argue. Brad gets in the car and slams the door. Julie looks at Dax as if to say, I'm sorry. They drive off. Percy yanks Golfer's arm out of the hole. He lays on his back. Oh, God, I need a cigarette. Dax watches Brad and Julie drive off. DJ Elite office, Kung Zumba room night. A row of coconuts are lined up on the floor. Chadwick stares at them holding a sword. Nothing happens. He chops down the row, none of them break. Brad enters barefoot with a bandaged foot, and Chadwick hides what he's doing.
I told you to knock. I was deep in meditation.
We've got to do something. He's moving in on my girl.
Easy, my apprentice. Center yourself. Remember the central tenets of Kung Zumba. Peace can only be found through strength, and strength comes through peace. Past debts can cause a heavy heart. Do you have that money for last week's class?
Brad hands over $50. Chadwick pours them tea. They sip.
He's going after Julie. I caught them riding the Ferris wheel together at Percy's place.
They have a Ferris wheel now?
Whatever you're doing isn't working.
Don't question my strategies. He'll be evicted within a week.
You don't understand. He renovated the office. It's going to pass code. And they've got this like Indian guy helping them. He's got a lot of spiritual power. I think you underestimated him.
The only one who's doing any underestimating is you.
Chadwick pulls back a Kung Zumba curtain to reveal a war room. There are a series of spy photos of the Special Day DJs and a map of town dotted with red pins connected by string. There are wildly scribbled notes. A photo of Dax with a knife through it hangs in the center.
You've got to learn another tenet of Kung Zumba. Don't underestimate the underestimatable.
Chadwick picks up a throwing star and looks at Dax's photo.
We move to phase 3, full out sabotage.
Chadwick hurls the ninja star. He misses. Special day, DJ office. Dax grips a baseball bat as he.
I think we're gonna take a break here.
All right.
So everybody needs to take a break. Thank you.
Yes. Need to pee.
To any gay people here, I am really sorry.
I thought it was
It's the
fabulous.
way it was written.
All the guys, there's a whole wall that nobody will walk on. There's a back door.
Taking advantage of that. Yes, indeed.
Look, you can go out of these back doors. There's like 80 Oh, we gotta get the Brian, how are you? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, what's going on,
Good.
Charles?
You need anything to drink?
Hey, dude, we got plenty of food, man.
Maybe it's just me. Here, I'll turn it up.
Dude, why don't you say anything before?
Hey,
Time out, time out.
All right, then like, how are we at 7?
Okay, all right, well, just call me, just keep me posted on what you're gonna get, because
Okay, leave. And when you leave, I think though some of the narrative needs to get deeper. In my head, I don't know. It's hard to tell. They're like one of my favorite places. Is the company I've never been to Value Beach? It's like on the other side of the river. Yeah. You think you don't think it's overwhelming? These are only like. Yeah. Oh, I know. Like they had like trails so many other like amazing things. I need to get every week. Oh, you do like that? Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Well, like, you look at the same thing so many times. Sometimes you're like, you know the story, so you're like, do I overwrite the narrative? You know, and it's like. Yeah. Yes, I know, it's so funny. And nobody's DJ yet.
Disrespectful, right?
Hey, we got, Someone's over there, man. She was hot girl. Who ever played hot girl or to play? We have a lot of like, there's not that many crazy ones, but there's a few repeats. Oh yeah. And then there's some new characters on the second half. We got with dialogue. I think Zach could be Oh, yeah. Start thinking about it. Hey, Rob. Hey. Hey, Greg. My ring came off. I think my ring's not. I'm washing my hands.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, because the mouse trap, because that was the one in the box. Me and that.
Yeah, you have to have like one person.
That's crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, I don't know those plays, but like, I don't think we do the same stuff anymore just because you know, I'm already making obnoxious, tone it down for film. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I love that one.
I know. I
Like says very.
because I deliver the mail, and so I delivered it in this big old police car, and I had the light on top. And but yeah. Yeah, that's a good time. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I saw it. Well, I'm so glad you remember.
But it was just like, what do you think like this? We did in my living room.
Okay.
Had a pizza and some chips. What's up? This is
Jason Holloway.
the recorder's still recording. I didn't know if you wanted to shut those off while we were.
They get along on.
Yeah, like, no one eat any of it.
What, this?
Yeah.
It's the bomb.
This? No, that should have.
Oh yeah.
Terrible. Nobody.
Oh, that's cool. No, look, my boy, he couldn't make it. He's like one of our editors. He was like, I don't care what happened.
Right. Who's he calling?
Burn it down. So I don't get so I got to scoop those up.
On battery. These two are the last two bars.
About who?
Stop.
Yep.
Still want to have like a.
It's already dead.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen a zombie horde. When I was living in Seattle, I was working at a movie theater that sold booze when the Twilight movies came out and became huge. Nothing like watching drunk 45-year-olds fight like 18-year-old girls for like spots in line.
Oh man.
That's like grown men going to like Hannah Montana. It is. God, yeah.
Jonas Brothers are out of town that weekend.
Here's the problem, is that because in the idea of society is that if we hear that a older teacher, male teacher, seduced a young 16-year-old girl, we're like, that's disgusting. He used as God. But if we hear like a young teacher seduced a 17-year-old, 16-year-old kid, we're like, oh, come on, man. I wish I had that kind of scene.
Depends on who you talk to women, they find it disgusting.
Well, the ones you hear about the teachers you're going to see in the news that seduce the kids that are women, it's always going to be the attractive ones because it's like, oh, it's a better news story. Like if somebody murders their kid and if it goes national news, they're like, well, is the mom attractive? Okay, well, Casey Anthony, here you go.
Yeah, if some acne-riddled kid bangs like some fat chick in, Nebraska, like that doesn't make Nancy Grace.
I really like when Nancy Grace will go into like long tangents about how the media is corrupting everything. It's pretty amazing.
You know her fiance was actually murdered.
Oh really?
Yeah, like before she even decided to be an attorney, like she was engaged and like living in Atlanta or lived somewhere and like, but I think he was gunned down and killed like right in front of her.
And that's when she became a piece
Actually, I
of shit.
just made that up. I don't know if he was killed right in front of her, but it really
You
happened.
might be thinking of Yoko.
And she wanted to then, go
Both terrible women.
Yeah, what's the
I do
difference?
that all the time. Like, I'll be driving with my friends and telling a story, and they'll be like, hey, is this street up here on the left? And I'll say, yeah.
You want to continue your story?
And then they'll turn, and they're like, fuck, see, that wasn't that street. Oh, sorry. Accident word bomb.
He's on the phone, he's like,
Yeah, whatever you're saying is not important. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Let's just go wherever the road takes us.
They're all
right?
I'm just gonna finish my story.
All these roads are great.
You guys all about ready in the next couple minutes?
It's about the journey, guys.
You turn for
did
everybody.
not take you here. I know.
It's right
She's
off
an
of
idiot.
Segan on the Industry Place.
Because it was like, take a left or right off of Segan. I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem right. And then as I'm passing Sunbelt, I'm like, wait, that's the what?
Yeah, that's what it did to me too. Rerouting.
Looks like we had a few casualties.
Yeah, not too many. We're pretty good. We did lose Earl, but that's the only active one. Earl had some kind of emergency. Or
man.
Reggie. So he had to go. But other than that, we're good.
Earl, we don't know.
Earl, so I guess I'll be Earl. I don't know. Unless anybody wants to volunteer for Earl. Anybody want to take Earl?
I'll be Earl.
You want to take Earl?
Sure.
All right, in that case then, Brittany, if you want to read Earl, I'll take Irving Heckler. Because they're in the same scene.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we lost our Earl, but other than that, we're good.
I like her.
So, we missed anybody? We got everybody? All right.
Is this like the real outfit?
In other words, do I like actually dress like
Let's
this?
do actually dress like that.
Okay, like,
It's all right. It's just tacky, but it's
I'm a
okay.
total hippie too. Like, don't worry. I just didn't
I
know.
told Rob, I saw my peripheral when you put it on. I glanced, I was like, all right, well, I'm not looking at him again.
I haven't been looking at her all night.
Hey, Broderick, do we have
I didn't even
music
want to like see her face.
for the... We're about to head into that
I'm
scene.
expecting little, like,
On page 63 actual or 60?
It's 60, end of 62, going
Yeah.
into 63.
But yeah,
Okay, that's the number on the actual page.
In case anybody's wondering if you lost any track, we should be at the end of page 62 for actors. Depending on how it pulls up on your screen.
I got about half a battery left.
You have an answer?
Nothing can get through this.
not eating high fructose corn syrup.
Gluten free.
Right?
Yeah, I got my wine over here.
I don't have
got my
permanent,
wine.
but man.
All right, guys, we ready? Everybody ready? All right. All right. All right, so Dax grips a baseball bat as he rallies the DJs. The DJs are dressed in perfect attire for their events. Everybody situated on pages?
What page is this?
The top of page 63.
Good. Chuck wears a koala bear costume. Earl wears an orange pimp suit. Stefan is dressed in a long-tailed tuxedo. Kelly and Ricky are in Scottish kilts.
Hey guys, it's the bottom of the 7th inning, and we're down. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're down. But we have men on base, and we cannot afford to strike out. This is our chance to
Destroy them! Chadwick draws a samurai sword and thrusts it into the air as he talks to his sabotage operatives: creepy caterer, urban heckler, stripper, drunk Scottish asshole. Yeah! I've planned for this moment, to watch the day that Special Day DJ cries tears of blood and begs us, and there will be no
mercy, but there will be none from DJ Elite. So we're going to have to take what we want.
Dax smacks the bat in his hand. And what do we want? Sabotage operatives are silent. Chadwick raises his sword. To chop off their heads and rape their women! Sabotage operatives look at each other like, what is wrong with this guy? Chadwick calms himself. He wipes sweat from his face. So just get it done. Here's the $40 and a coupon.
You just said it was good. This is gonna be 75. This is some bullshit.
Yes, D-Tron, but this is actually an estimated $90 value. $40 in cash and a $50 value pass for a free Kung Zumba training session.
Sweetheart, I can dance on poles 6 days a week. I don't need no motherfucking kombu class.
You do realize this is a breach of contract, don't you?
Yeah, what the fuck, asshole?
All right, I'll give you the rest, but only when the mission is complete. Chadwick snatches the Kung Zumba coupons from their hands.
All 4 of our events tonight are at Percy's place. So if anything goes wrong, expect you to. I expect you to rely on each other.
Music track plays "Highway to Hell" by AC/DC.
Look, this is our last shot. I have faith in all of you.
Scruffy barks. Ricky and the DJs nod and smile.
The storms are coming, and it's us. Now let's do this!
Dax, Ricky, and the DJs put their hands on the baseball bat. Scruffy puts his paw on the bat. Interior Percy's place, night. Chuck, Earl, Stefan, Kelly, and Ricky strut in unison down the hallway to their events. Chuck holds his panda costume head. Earl brushes off the shoulders of his orange pimp suit. Stefan sprays breath spray in his mouth and straightens his tuxedo bow tie. Kelly struggles to walk in heels and pulls down her kilt. Ricky reaches under his kilt to adjust his balls. Cut 2. Special day DJ office. Dax pulls his baseball equipment out of a box. He blows off dust. Dax pulls his glove out and punches his fist into it. He puts on a baseball cap. Cut. DJ Elite office, parking lot. Chadwick snorts a long line of cocaine. He loads 10 gasoline cans into his SUV. He throws a box of matches into the front seat. Cut. Percy's place, hallway, night. The DJs continue down the hallway. They break off and go into their separate event rooms. End of music track.
You can be Kangaroo Bride too.
Ted, what?
Kangaroo Bride is.
Kangaroo Bride.
Interior Percy's place, Chuck's costume wedding. Guests mingle and frolic in their animal-themed costumes. Creepy caterer does flamboyant hibachi cooking at the buffet line. Guests gather. Chuck eyeballs the buffet line. He munches on his lunch pail full of vegetables and fruit. Kangaroo Bride hops and Bull Groom stampedes as they approach Chuck at the DJ booth. Bull Groom wildly swings his horns and stabs Kangaroo Bride in the butt. They laugh.
Hi, Chuck. You did such a great job with your costume. You know, we're zoologists, so animals are our life.
Bull Groom rears his head. His giant bull penis flaps around.
Everything is so perfect. We love the music you're playing.
Thank you.
Oh, but don't forget that at 10 o'clock p.m. on the dot, we need to make an announcement about the big surprise. We devote the last 7 years of our lives to training our precious monkey friends to express our innate talent as photographers. So Boo Boo is going to arrive at 10 p.m. to wander the crowd and take candid shots of everyone. So don't forget.
Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down.
Chuck sets his wristwatch alarm to 10 p.m.
Now you get yourself something to eat, you big hungry panda.
Bull Groom horns Chuck. Kangaroo Bride laughs and awkwardly hops away. Cut to Stefan's wedding. An elegant party full of ballroom dancing. Stefan notices Stripper, a hot and scantily dressed woman in heavy makeup. She makes eyes at him and winks. Wealthy father of the bride leans on the side of the DJ booth and swirls a glass of scotch.
You know how I earn my fortune?
Stripper unpeels a large banana by the chocolate fountain. Stefan stares.
Military weapons distribution.
Stefan gulps. Stripper dips a banana in the hot melted chocolate.
There's a lot of money in death. A lot of money.
Stefan nods.
I'll spend $70,000 on this wedding.
Wealthy father grips Stefan's shoulder.
You're doing a great job, son.
Wealthy father hands Stefan a $100 bill.
Thank you, sir.
Don't fuck it up.
Stefan nods and looks back into the crowd. Stripper deep throats the chocolate-covered banana. She swallows and it disappears. She waves the banana peel at Stefan. Cut to Earl's urban wedding. A vibrant urban crowd dances. Earl is getting at it behind his booth. He spins in his orange pimp suit and waves his hands in the air. Black Bride dances her way to Earl.
Earl, you got it banging in here tonight, boy. As long as you're having a good time, then I'm having a good time. A lot of my bridesmaids keep telling me how good that DJ looks in that orange suit.
A group of large black bridesmaids and Dante, a tall black man in a bridesmaid dress with a heavy 5 o'clock shadow, wave and smile at Earl. Earl tips his hat.
So when do you want to do that special song? I gotta get my brother to bring you the CD so you can play it next.
Black Bride dances back to her bridesmaids and Dante. Urban heckler mean mugs Earl.
Man, this shit is whack, cuz. You ain't no real DJ.
Earl tries to ignore him. He bends over to adjust equipment. Dante puts his hand on Earl's back.
Hi there, I'm Miss Dante, the bride's brother.
Earl jumps and hits his head on the DJ table.
Is that your girl, man?
You're the bride's brother?
Yes, she's my little princess, but I'm still the queen bitch, baby.
Dante hands Earl the CD.
And if you keep up that sexy dancing, I'm gonna have to bring you some dollar bills, boy.
Cut 2. Ricky and Kelly's Scottish wedding. Ricky and Kelly stand behind the DJ booth in their kilts.
I just want to find someone nice. It's hard when you lose the one you love, when they betray you. It destroys your fucking trust, man.
I know. I mean, I'm trying to find someone nice too, you know, kind of like you, but probably less lesbian-ishy.
Kelly smiles and rubs her fingertips up his hairy leg.
Ooh, you're looking good in that kilt.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's really easy to whip my dick out.
Old Scottish woman smoking a cigar and nursing a drink hears the conversation. Kelly looks down at Ricky's crotch.
It's something I haven't had in a while.
Scottish, anyone?
You ain't the only one. Last time I got a good stuffing was at the Guns N' Roses concert back in '89. Old Scottish woman winks at Ricky. Drunk Scottish asshole stares at Kelly. He gives her an ugly look.
What's with the drunk asshole over there?
Just stay focused on the music. I got the eyes of an eagle. I'll watch him.
Drunk Scottish asshole downs a glass of whiskey and flips off Kelly. Chuck's costume wedding. Chuck waddles to the buffet line. Creepy caterer makes a plate of food. He pours and mixes laxative into the food. Chuck's mouth waters over buffet spread. He picks up a few shrimp and makes a small salad.
Sir, try a helping of our renowned 7-cheese lobster pasta.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on, you only live once.
I can't.
Just try this fucking pasta, sir, alright?
Chuck walks away. Creepy caterer fills a glass of water with laxative. He swoops in front of Chuck.
Sir, at least drink some of our sparkling mineral water.
He hands over a glass of dirty brown laxative water. Chuck looks at it.
Distilled from glacier water, it's chock full of Himalayan minerals, specially formulated for our weight-conscious clients.
Chuck hesitates. He takes a sip and walks off. Cut to Stefan's formal wedding. Stefan is tense as he plays elegant ballroom dancing music. Old waiter delivers a bottle of champagne to Stefan.
Sir, compliments of the lady across the room.
Which one?
The scantily dressed madam with her face painted like the whore of Babylon.
Stefan looks at the stripper. She dances in the middle of the dance floor and lowers her top to reveal a nipple to her. Stefan gets a boner. Wealthy father points a finger pistol at Stefan. He pulls the trigger. Cut to Earl's urban wedding. Dante belts The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. It is off key. Guests cringe. Father of the bride holds his head in shame. Black bride cries tears of joy as Dante finishes and bows. Light applause.
Man, your girl sucks dick. You probably suck her dick too.
Earl ignores him. He goes to the buffet line. Urban heckler follows. Ricky and Kelly's Scottish wedding. Bagpipe players play Scottish music.
You scuffbags don't have the right to wear the kilt. You couple of duffs.
Kelly is pissed off.
I don't understand a fucking word he just said.
That bastard is asking for it.
He who throws the first punch is like the great buffalo who's lost his herd.
How about you and your squeak little trunk monkey there want to see me wallopper?
Drunk Scottish asshole flashes Ricky and Kelly. Chuck's costume wedding. Chuck rubs his churning stomach. Everyone is dancing in their animal costumes. Kangaroo bride hops in a circle as bull groom chases her. His giant bull penis swings back and forth. Chuck guzzles remainder of laxative water.
Okay, furry friends, only 10 minutes left to the big surprise. I'm really hoping.
Chuck clenches his butt cheeks. His stomach is about to explode. He grabs the wireless mic and swiftly waddles to the bathroom. Cut to men's bathroom. There are a urinal and 3 toilet stalls. Chuck runs into stall number 1 and locks the door.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Chuck struggles to get out of his panda costume. Stefan's formal wedding. Stefan has a giant boner. Stripper climbs under Stefan's DJ table.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
Stripper unzips Stefan's pants. He pushes her back.
the father-daughter dance.
Wealthy father nods with approval at Stefan as he dances with wealthy bride. Stripper gives Stefan a blowjob. Thud. Stefan shoves Stripper and runs to the bathroom, clutching his pants. Cut to men's bathroom. Chuck struggles to remove his panda suit in stall number 1. His stomach grumbles like a thunderstorm. Stefan runs into stall number 2. He frantically reaches into his pockets. Stefan pulls out condoms, he throws them on the floor. He pulls out a pocket vibrator, he throws it on the floor. Stefan pulls out lotion, he pours it on his hand and starts jerking off. Chuck farts loudly. Earl's urban wedding. Earl helps himself to a salad, fruit, and a glass of milk at the buffet line.
Do you have any grilled tofu?
Urban heckler laughs at Earl.
You Uncle Tom motherfucker. Bitch ass fraud.
Earl snaps.
Look, I'm getting tired of your shit, man. I don't know what your problem is, but you need to back off.
Urban wedding crowd gathers.
Y'all see this fool? He thinks he too good for our soul food.
Crowd murmurs.
I'll bet this motherfucker won't even eat a plate of chitlins.
Cut 2. An epic chitlins eating contest between Earl and Urban Heckler. The crowd goes wild. Black Bride swings a rag and cheers Earl on. Dante jumps and claps behind Earl. Earl stuffs the last of the chitlins into his mouth. Earl jumps up and does a victory dance. The urban crowd roars. Earl is pale. He runs to the bathroom. Men's bathroom. Earl runs into stall number 3. He gets onto his knees and begins to violently vomit. Stefan's condoms and vibrator lay on the floor next to Earl. Stefan's feet are gyrating in stall number 2. He moans with pleasure. Chuck screams as he explodes with diarrhea. He glances at his wristwatch. Cut 2, Ricky and Kelly's Scottish wedding. Drunk Scottish asshole continues to flash Kelly and Ricky. He swings his dick in a circle and drinks whiskey.
Like the wolf in the snowstorm, one foot in front of the other. Breathe deeply like the great bear.
Kelly takes deep breaths and tries to ignore drunk Scottish asshole.
Look here at me now, you filthy cunt.
Drunk Scottish asshole throws a bottle at Kelly's face. Her nose bleeds.
Fuck this shit.
Ricky pulls out his tomahawk. Drunk Scottish asshole draws his dagger. They slowly move towards each other. This is a wedding, you pussies. Put your weapons down and fight like men. Ricky puts his tomahawk up. Drunk Scottish asshole puts his dagger up. Drunk Scottish asshole spits in Ricky's face. Ricky karate kicks drunk Scottish asshole in the balls. Kelly holds her bleeding face and grabs Ricky. She pulls him to the men's bathroom. Men's bathroom. Loud sounds of farting, jerking off, and vomiting. Kelly pounds the wall with her fist and smears blood from her nose.
Hang on, my warrior princess. I'll get you some... What the fuck is that smell?
Got to security office. Fat security guard and skinny security guard play a nerdy board game. Skinny guard throws down a playing card.
You can't use the sword of justice until you enter the path of Hades.
10:16, we've got a 4:15 in progress in men's restroom.
Fat guard and skinny guard look at each other with excitement and fear.
What's a 4:15? What's a 4:15?
Kidnapping? No.
Gang fight?
Yeah, no. Gang shooting. I think that's it. Gang shooting, yeah.
Skinny guard nods.
What's the suspect description?
2 female assassins dressed in Scottish kilts, 1 armed and 1 injured and bleeding.
A Scottish gang?
They look at each other. Cut to men's bathroom. Ricky opens stall number 1. Chuck screams and shits. Ricky covers his nose. He opens stall number 2. Stefan moans and jerks off. Ricky covers his eyes. He opens stall number 3. Earl cries and vomits. Ricky covers his mouth.
What in the fucking name of God is going on in here?
Kelly screams in pain. She punches the wall. Go to hallway outside bathroom.
We should wait. Should we wait for backup?
We both need a raise so we can move out of my mom's house. This is our chance.
Both guards take a couple deep breaths. They draw their tasers.
Okay, on the count of 3. Wait! If anything happens to us, I want you to know you can't use the sword of justice too.
Cut 2. Ricky has his back to the door. He plugs Kelly's nose with towels. Chuck watches beeps. Chuck POV, watch reads 10 p.m. Chuck grabs the wireless mic.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and now a special surprise.
Fat guard and skinny guard kick in the door. They see blood smeared across the wall. They look at Ricky's mullet and a tomahawk.
Freeze!
Ricky turns. The guards light up Ricky with maximum electric voltage. Chuck, Stefan, Earl, and Kelly all watch as Ricky gyrates from electric shock on the bathroom floor. Ricky is hauled to an ambulance on a stretcher. Kelly runs along and holds Ricky's hand.
I knew this shit was gonna happen. Fuck Dax and fuck Benjamin Franklin too.
My heart will always long for you, my brave Indian warrior.
Paramedic leads Ricky in an ambulance. Kelly, Chuck, Stefan, and Earl look at each other.
I got a $100 tip.
Kelly, Chuck, and Earl pull out their tip money.
And nobody died.
Smack! Dax hits a baseball. Smack! Percy pulls up on his hot pink golf cart.
Oh, you hit it really hard, didn't you, Slugger?
Smack!
Just keep swinging that wood.
Smack!
Hey, Percy.
You know, your DJs did a great job of keeping it together this weekend. It was a crazy one, but I got a lot of compliments.
Thanks. I'm really proud of them.
So now that you got your business back together, what do you plan to do about Julie?
Can you keep a secret?
Oh, trust me. I keep all kinds of secrets.
Dax tosses Percy an engagement ring. Percy's eyes light up. Smack. Dax hits a home run. DJ Elite Office, Brad Kroger's photo studio. Brad grabs the disc labeled birthday party slideshow. He pops it into his computer. He loads images and darkens them. Brad rotates a picture sideways. Hot girl from Kung Zumba class, naked and wrapped in bed sheets, wraps her arm around Brad and kisses him.
What are you doing? Come back to bed.
My fairy goddess, now's the time for our souls to part ways and replenish themselves.
Hot girl smiles and kisses him but doesn't leave.
No, seriously. Why are you still here? My fiance is coming over.
Hot girl pouts and storms out. Brad stares at an image of Dax and Julie. Percy's place. Guest mingle. Stefan plays music. This is birthday party patio. Guest mingle. Stefan plays music and other DJs gather around. Dax and Earl stand by the bar. Dax spots Amanda in the crowd.
That asshole.
What are you talking about?
Brad gives Amanda a hug.
Brad. He has the balls to invite the girl he's been screwing on the side to our party.
Earl shakes his head.
Oh yeah, I've seen those two together getting pretty friendly.
Earl leaves. Dax pulls out a ring and stares at it. Julie walks up and he snaps the box closed.
Hey, birthday boy, what are you doing?
Dax and Julie hug.
You've been quiet. Come on, get excited. This is our big day.
Dax smiles. Percy waltzes by and hands some glasses of spiked sweet tea.
Drink up, you two.
Percy winks at Dax.
You're nervous about getting on stage, aren't you?
Oh, well, maybe a little.
She gives him a peck on the cheek.
You're gonna do great.
Julie runs off to mingle with the others. Dax watches Julie walk away and smiles. Brad pops up from behind Dax.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, Brad.
That's my name. Think you'll need this.
The slideshow. You did it?
Yeah. The quality of your work was fairly amateur, but I did the best I could.
Thanks.
Whatever, man. Just watch yourself around my fiance. Soon our hearts will be fused into one flesh. Forever.
Dax starts his birthday slideshow presentation. The birthday crowd cheers him on. Dax straightens his collar and clears his throat.
I would like to thank you all for coming to our 10th annual joint birthday bash.
Applause. Dax skims his note cards.
Make sure Percy doesn't spike your sweet tea. Last time he did, Julie and I ended up stuck in the Ferris wheel.
Laughter. Brad stares at Dax. Dax takes a deep breath and looks at Julie. He clicks through old photos in the slideshow.
I'll never forget the first time that Julie and I went to summer camp together.
Click, old photo. Dax's face is blurry.
I got poison ivy all over my body and nobody wanted to touch me or even be around me, including the counselors.
Click, old photo. Dax's face is darkened.
But Julie stood by my side the whole time. She missed the big day of horseback riding and was then nice enough to ask me to the final dance.
Click, old photo. It is turned upside down. Brad smirks.
Even though I look like the Phantom of the Opera.
Dax is frustrated. He tinkers with the computer.
I don't know what's going on with this damn thing. Hold on.
Dax faces the audience.
But that's the kind of friend Julie is. Julie, you've been the best friend that anyone could ever ask for. Through the good and the bad. You've never lost faith in me.
Julie smiles. An awe from the crowd. Aww. Brad fidgets in his seat. Click, another botched photo.
What the fuck?
Click.
I've been doing a lot of thinking over the past few months and making some big changes in my life, and I've realized something.
Click, 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 click.
Oh dear.
Brad silently laughs in the crowd.
Hey, Brad, yeah, great job on the photo edits, by the way. Everyone give Brad a great big round of applause. Just a big, big round of applause.
The crowd faintly claps. Julie is embarrassed.
Yeah, you're a real fucking professional.
Brad stands up.
You know, I did the best I could. You just take really shitty pictures.
Dax fumes.
Isn't it time to stop blaming all of your problems on everyone else? How old are you now? I think we're all heard enough from you, Dax.
Well, Brad, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but hell, why not?
Dax hooks his cell phone up to the slideshow projector.
I've got a few more shitty pictures I want to show everyone.
Dax, what are you doing?
Just hold on, Julie. Your beloved Brad here has been cheating on you.
Brad turns pale like a ghost.
What the hell is going on?
Brad shrugs.
Let's just leave. We don't have to take
No,
this.
you sit your lying vegan ass back down.
Dax flips through photos of Brad with another woman. Click, Brad at a dinner date with other woman.
Brad has been cheating on you, Julie.
Click, Brad kissing other woman on the cheek.
With this home-wrecking, skanky ass.
Click, Brad entering a hotel with another woman. We clearly see other woman is actually Amanda, Brad's sister.
Whore.
Dax points at Amanda in the audience. Brad is relieved. Gasp from the crowd.
Dax, how could you?
Julie runs away in tears.
That's my sister, you sicko stalker.
Dax is confused.
Go fuck yourself, asshole.
Amanda, Brad's sister, hurls a bottle of champagne at Dax.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Percy downs a glass of vodka sweet tea. Dax chases Julie. Earl holds up his cell phone. He stops Dax.
Dax, wait.
No, I have to make this right.
Earl holds his phone to his ear.
No, you wait. Something bad has happened to the office. We gotta go right now.
Cut to Julie's house. Door slams. Brad follows Julie into the house.
Okay, well, I can't control what your friend does. He called my sister a whore.
Then why won't you just answer my questions? I don't understand. Why would he even suspect you of cheating on me?
Let's see, Jules. I'm incredibly good looking, I'm talented, and I've got you. And clearly Dax is jealous of my success because he's a failure.
Brad, don't say that.
I've seen him over the past few weeks on the Ferris wheel, at the coffee shop, trying to make a move on you, Julie.
Julie is silent.
And how could you even think that I would cheat on you? Is that the kind of person that you think I am?
Brad glances at his phone. Julie doesn't see.
You know what? I've just got to get out of here. I'm going to head to the office and free my mind.
But your laptop is here. Just stay here with me.
Oh, and I found out about your little Haiti trip idea. Leaving me for 2 years?
Brad, it was just an idea. I'm not going. I should have told you. I'm sorry.
I don't want to I don't want to hear it. You hurt me, Jules. I'm starting to wonder if our love really is a timeless passion after all. Happy birthday.
Brad tosses a small gift box onto the couch and leaves. She looks at the gift box and then at Brad's laptop. Julie explores the files on the laptop. She finds only romantic photos of her and Brad. Julie opens the gift. Julie, point of view. A photo collage of Brad and Julie. Julie's face is superimposed on a grandfather clock face, and Brad is nude and seductively leans against it. Words read, "Our love is a timeless passion."
Cut to Ricky's trailer. Ricky sleeps in a mini wigwam inside of the trailer's living room. He is wrapped in Indian blankets and furs. Ricky sweats as he tosses and mumbles in his sleep. Ricky's dream sequence. Ricky smokes marijuana as Ricky's horse Tonto talks to him.
Hey, the storms are coming.
Ricky blows smoke.
Where are the bitches at?
DJ Kelly is topless and wearing skimpy Indian garb. She cooks meat stew. She pours hot stew on her breasts and rubs them. Ricky smiles. Percy's place security guards taser Ricky and laugh. Ricky screams in pain. Chadwick hovers above Ricky and does Kung Zumba moves. He laughs with the security guards. Ricky stands up and they disappear. He looks around. Indian chief smokes a cigarette and shoots pool.
8-ball, corner pocket.
Indian chief scratches.
What is your greatest fear, son of Tumakatuma?
Indian chief stretches out his hand. Ricky holds it. Young Ricky stands behind a DJ booth with young Dax and looks out at a crowd of cheering people. Young Dax and young Ricky DJ together.
Welcome back, our very own 4-time award-winning DJ of the year, the most badass DJ in all the land, Ricky Runningfoot.
Crowd goes wild. Young Ricky waves. Young Ricky waves. Chad sabotages electrical wiring. Young Ricky touches the DJ mixer and gets electrocuted. Dax freezes up while the crowd begins to boo. Ricky sits up. Indian Chief and Ricky ride a Harley Davidson through a storm. They arrive at an Indian bonfire. Black guy plays the djembe. White guy plays the didgeridoo. The special day DJs are dressed as an Indian tribe and they dance. An electrical storm shoots off bolts of lightning from the sky. Benjamin Franklin flies a kite. Nikola Tesla plays with a Tesla coil. Ricky walks towards them. Ricky punches Ben Franklin in the stomach and slaps Tesla.
You assholes.
To overcome your fear, you must first face it.
Tesla hands Ricky a spear.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Ricky holds a spear up to the sky and is struck by lightning. End of dream sequence. Ricky is jarred awake. He lights his marijuana peace pipe and smokes. Tonto the horse talks to Ricky.
Smoke signals in the east. Tonight we ride.
Dax, Earl, and the DJs watch as Special Day DJ office is engulfed in flames. Dax collapses to his knees.
How could this happen? Everything we own is in there.
Chuck cries and eats a tub of non-fat yogurt.
This should be covered by insurance, right? You did turn in a renewal form, didn't you?
Dax shakes his head.
Dax?
Dax gets up and starts to walk away.
I don't remember doing it, so no. Probably not. Good luck, everybody. It was a good run. Maybe DJ Elite is hiring.
Dax leaves and the DJs stare at the fire. Julie's car. Julie drives. She repeatedly calls Brad's phone. No answer. DJ Elite office. Sorry, we had a music cue for this. DJ Elite office. Brad's office. Brad's work cell phone vibrates off the hook. Brad, hot girl, and old woman number 1 from Kung Zumba class are naked. They feed each other fruit. Interior, Julie's car. Julie leaves Brad a voicemail as she drives.
Hey Brad, look, I just want to say I'm really sorry. Everything's been so crazy lately. Dax was totally out of line. I jumped to conclusions and I just want to apologize. I'm on my way to see you.
Special day DJ office night. The DJs stare at the flames as firefighters pull up. Ricky, clothed in a loincloth, valiantly rides Tonto, spear in hand.
I got the smoke signal.
The DJs stare at Ricky. Ricky looks up at the smoke.
This is totally unnecessary.
Ricky pulls out a giant 1980s style car phone.
You guys know I have a cell phone, right?
You didn't do this, Ricky.
Who did it?
Ishvara and his falcon and minion, holding a torch, appear from the bushes.
Behold, I greet thee.
You're the one who burnt down our office.
That is preposterous.
It's plausible.
Nay, I say unto thee, it is highly implausible.
Then why is your boy over there holding that torch?
Ishvara looks at Minion. Minion shrugs.
To see with, you fool, darkness has fallen upon us.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not. The torch is a perfectly acceptable means of lighting your way.
Minion nods.
Well, if you didn't burn it down, then who did?
Perhaps it was your egomaniacal, cocaine-addicted competitor?
What?
Chadwick Hall Greaser, you stupid fools! Look, I do not have time for this. I have journeyed here to deliver an urgent message.
Minion turns his back and Ishvara uses it as a desk. Ishvara pulls a quill pen, bottle of ink, and papyrus scroll out and starts to write.
Hold the torch closer. I can't see.
Minion holds the torch behind his back. He catches Ishvara's cloak on fire.
God have mercy!
Ishvara panics.
The fires of Vulcan engulf me!
Ishvara flails his arms.
Stop, drop, and roll, my master.
Hold my bird of prey!
Ishvara holds the falcon to Minion and drops to the ground. Minion pats the fire out. Ishvara rises and regains his composure.
Be more careful, you insolent fool! I just purchased this cloak. Now it has a hole in it.
Minion touches the hole in the cloak.
I will mend it for you, my lord.
Get your hand out of my hole!
Ricky and the DJs look at each other. Ishvara resumes writing. The feather pen breaks.
Son of a bitch! I'm so sick of this ancient technology. How do they expect me to do my job with this crap? You see this? They've still got us using scrolls. Every time I propose something new, they shoot me down. And if I don't meet my deadlines, they dock my pay. I'm so tired of this shit. We need to unionize.
Minion nods in agreement.
I mean, we can't see at night. At least they don't make us ride horses anymore, but still, I can't get a... You know what? I'm not getting into this right now. It's just so goddamn frustrating.
But master their ancient technology.
Ishvara ponders.
You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm over it. I'm using my smartphone.
But master.
Ricky and the DJ stare at Ishvara as he types on a smartphone.
You guys on Facebook?
No one answers.
Instagram?
Yeah, we both are.
Okay, cool. Oh, I found you. Oh, nice profile, Pimpin. I dig that orange suit. Okay, I'm sending you an invite
To the gauntlet.
The gauntlet?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow, 12 noon, State Fairgrounds.
Tomorrow, we don't have any equipment.
DJ Elite already confirmed.
What if we don't go?
Then DJ Elite wins by default. They'll gain control over this musical territory and the sun will set on Special Day DJ. And then we'll be on our way. Where are we going to next?
To Cleveland, my lord.
Oh, that damn radio station broadcast dispute.
The DJs look at each other. The office continues to burn down.
Oh, I see we have a mutual friend. Oh, one LeBron James. He's been the leader in triple doubles ever since he entered the league. Oh, you're a fan of Banana Republic. I love their new fall line.
The gauntlet will consist of 12 musical...
Minion whispers in Ishvara's ear.
6 musical feats of 6 musical feats and tests of strength. Be there at noon. This town is too small. There can only be one wedding DJ company worthy of this honor.
Lightning cracks in the sky. Ishvara, Minion, and Falcon climb into their smart car.
I don't want to drive. You drive.
They awkwardly change seats. The Falcon flaps its wings.
This damn bird.
Smart car screeches out of the parking lot and comes to a full stop at the stop sign. The smart car peels off again. Ricky and the Special Day DJs look at the burning building back at each other.
So, what equipment do we have left?
Everything is burnt up, except the Chuck system. And anyway, Dex quit.
They look at Chuck's moped with sidecar and a small DJ equipment trailer is attached.
Y'all just meet me at the State Fairgrounds at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Let me handle the rest.
Julie pulls up at the DJ Elite office and sees 3 cars in the parking lot. She gets out of the car and hears mystical music coming from inside the office. Inside, Julie enters the office. Mystical music plays loudly.
Brad?
The hallways are dark. Release. In. Out. In again. And again, flowing like the Nile River. Refresh your body with the waters of passion.
Julie walks closer to the cracked door.
You're almost there. Don't stop. Release. It's coming. It's coming. Do you feel it?
Brad?
Julie barges into the door. On the TV, a Kung Zumba DVD plays. Chadwick does Kung Zumba dance moves as he talks. Brad is naked on the floor. Fat old Karen has sex with him on top. Hot girl is naked. She whips them and pours hot candle wax on Brad's nipples. Julie is horrified. She gasps.
Come on in, hot stuff.
Oh my god.
Julie, we were just meditating.
Julie backs out of the room and runs.
It's not what it looks like.
That's Percy's place, batting cages. Dax is passed out, surrounded by baseballs and liquor bottles. Percy taps his chest to wake him. Percy feels Dax's pectoral muscles as Ricky runs up.
You date raping my friend?
He's been like this since this morning. I can't wake him up.
Step aside. Let a medicine man do his work.
Ricky pulls dried herbs and weed from his pouch. He breaks them up and puts them into his peace pipe. Ricky chants. Ricky smokes and blows it into Dax's face. Dax coughs and
The gauntlet starts in 1 hour. You gotta get your ass moving. Let's go, come on.
Dax sits up and coughs. Percy looks at the puke on Dax's clothes.
Oh dear. You're gonna need these.
Percy hands Dax a set of clothes. Cut off blue jean shorts, a button-down jean jacket without buttons, and a cowboy hat and handkerchief.
No, guys, just go without me. I'm not going.
Dax reaches for a drink and takes a swig.
Besides, I'll just fuck it all up.
Now, don't be so hard on yourself. Look, I know your dreams are dashed and all your fears have become reality. You blew it with Julie and now she hates you. Your office burned down and your business is totally destroyed. You'll probably have to file for bankruptcy. Oh, and your car's a piece of shit.
Dax is confused.
I would let you come live out with me on my ranch, but I don't want you fucking up my life too. And Tano has a low tolerance for bullshit. I just don't want to see my best friend like this. sleeping in a cardboard box, smoking rocks with homeless people, offering fellatio for cups of coffee.
Percy interrupts.
Dax, what he's trying to say is, you're on third plate, and all you have to do is get home and score. So you gotta get it up, run hard, drop to your knees, get down and dirty, and just ram it into that big burly catcher. You know what I mean?
Dax and Ricky stare at Percy.
What? I watch baseball sometimes.
Dax and Ricky stare.
I used to go to the springtime trainings or whatever it is they call it.
Flashback, Percy point of view. Percy watches baseball players stretch in tight white pants. Percy dips a corn dog in mustard, licks it off, and takes a huge bite. End of flashback. Ricky stares at Percy as he hits his peace pipe.
That was the worst motivational speech I've ever heard in my life. Are you fucking on drugs?
No! I'm just saying, this isn't the Dax I know.
Well, Percy, maybe I'm not all you thought I was cracked up to be.
Quit with the pity party and get your ass in gear. Those DJs need you. They busted their asses for you. I busted my ass for you. And now you're just gonna sit here like a pussy and let Chadwick win this thing?
Ricky freaks out. He grabs his Dreamcatcher whip and repeatedly hits Dax.
Ouch! Ouch! Oh, okay, all right, I'll do it. And for the record, I will never offer fellatio for a cup of coffee.
What about for sweet tea?
All right, Percy's place, parking lot. Music track plays, Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. Dax is dressed in cowboy hat, handkerchief, unbuttoned jean jacket, and cut-off blue jean shorts. Dax, Ricky, Percy strut like badasses to the moped. Scruffy sits in the sidecar with a helmet on. Dax hops in the sidecar, holding Scruffy. Ricky grips the handlebars. Percy gets on the back and bear hugs Ricky.
What is the firm object pressed up against my buttocks?
What? That's just my cell phone!
14 rides up. Ricky, Percy, Dax, and Scruffy speed down the road. They pull up at a traffic light. Sleepy Sheriff naps in his patrol car. Chadwick and the DJ Elite crew in blacked-out SUV pull up alongside the moped and laugh hysterically. Chadwick revs his engine and snorts a line of cocaine off the dash. Ricky revs the moped. Sleepy Sheriff wakes up. SUV's tires squeal and send plumes of rubber smoke into the air. The light turns green and Chadwick and Ricky peel out. Sleepy Sheriff hits his siren and gets behind Chadwick. Ricky, Dax, and Percy laugh and flip Chadwick off. The SUV cuts down a side street and Sheriff follows. Renaissance Fair, the Gauntlet, day. A low-budget Renaissance fair, the smells of fried junk food and sounds of screaming children fill the air. Over-enthusiastic actors in poor-quality medieval costumes perform. Crowd gathers around an arena stage to watch The Gauntlet. Mother and small child from the bridal show are in the crowd. Dax and Ricky run up to Earl, Chuck, Stefan, and Kelly.
Dude, where the hell you been?
I overslept.
What the hell are you wearing?
Percy's clothes?
So you spent the night at Percy's?
Yeah, but not like...
Don't lie. I couldn't get him to leave this morning.
The DJs look at each other.
No, but...
As far as horn blows.
I didn't sleep at Percy's house.
The horn stops.
I thought he liked Julie.
Well, Percy's kind of attractive. I mean, if I were into that.
No, you don't understand. I didn't sleep with anybody. I just went and spent the night at Percy's place.
Crowd stares at Dax. Percy looks at Dax with interest. Everyone turns back to Ishvara and Minion.
It's okay, man. We all make mistakes.
No, I didn't do anything. You guys actually think that I'm into sucking dick and taking it in the ass?
Crowd looks at Dax. Mother covers small child's ears.
You need to watch your language, you nasty motherfucker.
Ishvara raises an eyebrow. Dax blushes as the crowd looks at him.
Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome one and all to the 12th annual Renaissance Fair and Mini Monster Truck Show.
Minion pulls a lever and an array of shitty fireworks shoot off from the stage. The fireworks go haywire. They shoot into the crowd. Small child is hit with a fireball. His clothes catch fire. Small child screams as mother swats fire. Minion grabs fire extinguisher and sprays mother and small child down.
Hither, local volunteer servants, we're in need of a first aid satchel in section B7. I repeat, first aid section B7.
Small child screams hysterically.
I'm going to sue the shit out of you, you fake ass Lord of the Rings, Frodo Baggins looking motherfucker.
Minion gets upset. Ishvara calms him. Chadwick and the DJ Elite crew pull up in their SUV. They jump out, unload equipment, and cover their SUV in camouflage tarp.
Now, man, there's no need for that. Perhaps we could offer you free passes to tomorrow's show. And a complimentary coupon to Larry's Funnel Cakes, this year's main sponsor. You can't spell funnel without a little bit of fun.
Mother stares at Ishvara.
Is that not a great deal, loyal subjects?
Mother accepts the deal. She snatches tickets from Minion. Chadwick and Elite DJs rush into the Gauntlet Arena.
Let the gauntlet begin!
The crowd goes crazy. Ishvara silences them.
This year's gauntlet will be between DJ Elite, headed by Chadwick Hoggreaser.
Crowd cheers. Chadwick finishes a line of cocaine. He steps forward and wipes his nose. It's Hoggreaser. It's Hoggreaser.
And Special Day DJ, led by Dax Johnson.
Special Day DJs raise their hand. Crowd screams.
The gauntlet will consist of 6 tests of strength and valor, which have been randomly chosen from the Wall of Doom.
DJs look at the Wall of Doom, a Jeopardy-style game board.
In the event of a tie, there will be a 7th test, the free-for-all of death.
The crowd cheers.
The winner will be crowned King of the Gauntlet and will receive 25 free funnel cakes from this year's sponsor, Larry's Funnel Cakes.
No applause.
Hey man, that prize sucks. What the fuck is this?
Rumbling from the crowd.
Hold on, quiet.
Crowd is angry.
Silent subjects. I present to thee the grand prize. And all-inclusive 2-day, 1-night stay for 6 lucky winners at the Renaissance International Timeshare Casino Resort in North Las Vegas.
Tour of the timeshare, followed by a brief sales presentation required. Airfare not included, subject to state, local, and federal taxes. Some restrictions apply.
Chadwick wipes cocaine from his nose and jumps on the stage. You people want some real prizes? Woo! All right. Yeah. How about $50,000? Yeah! Well, that's not the prize, but we can do even better than that. He hops off stage and walks back to Dax with the microphone. This year, we're going to decide who is the best once and for all. If I lose, I will close my business's doors and get out of town. And if I win, Dax Johnson, you and Special Day agree to get out of the DJ business and give me the rights to your property.
Dax, this is stupid. Let's just try to win the trip. I'm sure North Las Vegas is real nice.
Dax looks at Ricky. Ricky thinks.
You must choose your own path. Paint with all the colors of the wind.
Dax looks at his DJs. You obviously don't have it in you, do you, Dax? That's why you lost Julie. Dax stares at Chadwick. Oh, and I'm real sorry about how your office burned down. That's a shame. But hey, maybe your DJs can come work for me.
You know what, Hog Greaser? I'll do it.
Dax shakes Chadwick's hands. Dax is out of breath after barely beating Chadwick in the obstacle course of doom.
And the winner of the first Golden Scroll, Special Day DJ.
Scoreboard reads, Special Day 1, DJ Elite 0. The DJs congratulate each other. Percy runs up to Dax.
I just checked my email. Julie canceled all her events for the year. Is there something going on?
What?
Something's wrong. Is she going somewhere?
Dax starts running.
I've got to go.
Dax rips white roses out of the landscaping. He grabs a cup of tomato basil soup from a food vendor. He runs. Hey, this is bullshit. He can't just leave in the middle of the gauntlet.
According to the rules, DJ Elite shall be awarded 1 Golden Scroll for the absence of Special Day's team captain.
DJ Elite cheers. Scoreboard reads, Special Day 1, DJ Elite 1. Ricky and Kelly wrestle DJ Elite DJs. Kelly elbows DJ Elite 1 in the face. Ricky leaps from the top ropes and smashes Elite DJ number 2. Referee holds up Ricky and Kelly's hands in victory.
I want to finger bang you so hard right now.
Jesus Christ. They kiss. Scoreboard reads, Special Day 2, DJ Elite 1. Cut to Street, day. Dax runs with soup and flowers. Cut to Renaissance Fair, the gauntlet. DJ Elite number 3 raises a sword and screams. Chadwick sorts a line of cocaine and sweats. We've got to win this! Crowd cheers. Scoreboard reads, Special Day 2, DJ Elite 2. Renaissance Fair, parking lot. Bob, dressed as an event parking attendant, directs traffic into the lot. Bob points sleepy sheriff and deputy towards Chadwick's SUV. They pull off the camo tarp and look in the window. Cut to Renaissance Fair, the gauntlet. Stefan rapid fires flaming arrows of a target of Chad Kroger from Nickelback. The poster erupts into flames. The crowd cheers. Special Day 3, DJ Elite 2. Cut to Julie's house. Dax is out of breath and covered in sweat. He bangs on the door.
Julie.
No answer. Julie's car is gone and the house is vacant. He calls her cell phone, straight to voicemail. Dax walks out into the street with white roses and tomato basil soup. He hears a car. He turns. Julie's car is racing towards him.
Julie?
Dax waves the roses in the air. Smash! Julie hits Dax with her car. Dax breaks the windshield and flies over the car, landing in the grass. The windshield is cracked and covered in red. Julie screams. Julie hops out in tears. She runs over to Dax.
Oh my god, sir, are you Dax?
Dax lays motionless with his eyes closed. He's covered in red.
Oh my god, no. Help, somebody help.
Julie gives Dax CPR.
Holy shit, I'm so sorry.
You just
I'm
Get
so
off.
sorry.
get off me. I can't breathe.
Sorry. Oh my god, I've got to stop the bleeding.
Julie frantically feels his chest for a wound. Dax slowly sits up.
I'm bleeding?
He sniffs.
No, that's the soup.
Julie sees the container on the ground.
Tomato basil, and you brought me roses.
Julie cries. Dax is delirious.
Don't leave, Julie. I love you.
Julie interrupts him with a kiss.
I love you too.
Julie kisses him again.
I've been waiting 15 years for you to say that.
She tears up and she pushes him.
What took you so long?
Sorry, I got here as quick as I could.
She smiles at him with tears in her eyes and helps him up.
And, well, you did just run me over with your car, so I think we're even.
Renaissance Fair, the gauntlet. An eating contest. Earl rubs Chuck's shoulders and pep talks him as Chuck stuffs food in his mouth with hot dogs. Chuck barfs as DJ Elite 3 finishes the last bite. Chadwick and DJ Elite throw their hands up and cheer. Scoreboard, Special Day 3, DJ Elite 3. Dax and Julie arrive at the gauntlet.
It is hereby decreed that because of the tied score, we shall move into the free-for-all of death!
Chadwick and the DJ Elite DJs take the stage. They spin Eurotrance music. Laser lights and smoke fill the air. Chadwick does an interpretive Kung Zumba dance. Explosions. DJ Elite number 1 holds out a coconut. Chadwick spins with his sword as the music ends. He aims for the coconut but misses and slices off DJ Elite number 1's hand. Blood spurts everywhere and the crowd gasps.
Sweet son of a bitch. We are so getting sued.
Minion nods.
Is your uncle still hiring employees for a shrimping boat?
Minion nods again. I better call him. Schreier nods. It's just a flesh wound! Paramedics place DJ Elite number 1 into medieval donkey cart and pull him away. Dax nods at Ricky as Special Day DJs take the stage. Ricky DJs, the DJs dance, music plays, Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. A cloud of fog overtakes the stage as Chuck shouts into the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to raise your feet for the baddest DJs in all the land. I present you Special Day DJ!
Pyrotechnics explode behind Ricky. Ricky jams out. His mullet and feathers blow in the wind generated by a fan placed on his DJ booth. Music plays Apache by Sugar Hill Gang. The DJs dance in unison. Chadwick sneers. The crowd cheers. Chadwick sneaks behind Ricky's DJ booth. He sabotages Ricky's electrical wiring. Zap! Ricky absorbs an electrical shock. Ricky falls to his knees, but the music continues. Electrical current courses through his body as he fights to press his finger to a button on the mixer. Ricky hits the button and... Electricity by Midnight Star. Ricky's mullet is fried. He rises and raises his hands to the sky. Dax and Julie watch in amazement. Earl does an amazing 80s breakdance. The crowd roars with applause. Music plays. Thrift Shop by Macklemore. Kelly pulls a sexy woman on stage and booty dances with her. Chuck does the Tootsie Roll dance and the crowd cheers. Earl dives into the crowd and serves.
This is bullshit. You can't do that. Look at them.
Stefan hip thrusts in front of Grandma and her old lady friends. They pull out $20 bills and throw them at Stefan. The crowd yells.
We have a winner by crowd response. Special Day DJ!
Chadwick knocks over a food cart in rage. Julie and Dax run onto the stage and celebrate with the DJs. Sleepy Sheriff strides up to Chadwick. Deputy holds a can of gasoline and a bag of cocaine.
You own that black SUV over there with the camo tarp over it?
Maybe I do. What's it to you, lawman?
Well, son, you're under arrest for reckless driving, speeding, possession of cocaine, and suspicion of arson.
Sleepy Sheriff grabs Chadwick. Chadwick does a Kung Zumba move and twists away.
Don't resist me, boy.
Ricky appears behind Chadwick with a taser.
You don't know who you're dealing with, you old, ignorant...
Ricky tases Chadwick.
Stop resisting!
Sleepy Sheriff tases Chadwick. Deputy cuffs Chadwick and takes him away.
I know my rights. You can't do this to me. I did a semester at Harvard.
Sleepy Sheriff yawns and tips his hat to Ricky. Brad Kroger is disheveled with lipstick stains on his collar and face. Brad charges Julie and forcefully grabs her arm.
Where the hell have you been, Jules? I've been looking everywhere for you. You just have to let me explain what...
Dax punches Brad in the face and knocks him out. Earl videos with his phone.
Damn, son. The whole world's gonna see that you just got knocked the fuck out.
Scruffy takes a shit on Brad's chest. Dax and Julie passionately kiss. Cut to Percy's wedding ballroom. Dax and Julie passionately kiss at the wedding altar. Wedding banner reads, "Congratulations, Julie and Dax." Percy cries. Earl, Stephen, Kelly, and Chuck's clap. Scruffy is in a tuxedo. He barks. Ricky and Kelly eye each other. Cut to wedding ballroom. Music track plays. "I Got a Feeling" by the Black Eyed Peas. Bob DJs Dax and Julie's wedding party. He dances to the beat and sweats profusely. Dax, Julie, and the guests dance. Bob smiles and raises his hand as the beat drops. He grips his chest in pain. Bob collapses from a heart attack and dies with a smile on his face. The music keeps playing. No one notices. Got to Special Day baseball field. Banner reads, "Welcome to the Haiti Orphanage Fundraiser Youth Baseball Game. In memory of," there is a large photo of Bob. Julie sits behind a fundraising table. Earl, Stephen, and Chuck watch from the stands. Ricky is now a mounted sheriff's deputy. He patrols the event on Tonto. Kelly rides on the back of Ricky's horse. Sheriff Ricky shouts at a disruptive fan. Dax coaches a team of kids. The kids wear jerseys that say, "The Storm." Sassy Girl, Lewd Boy, and Innocent Boy from the music class are players. They huddle around Dax.
I know we're down big.
Mr. Dax, we're getting our asses kicked. I've calculated the odds, and it's statistically impossible for us to win.
Dax looks at the scoreboard. Home 3, away 24.
Yeah, these uniforms itch. They feel really cheap.
Hey now, Percy was very generous to buy these for us.
Dax and the kids look over at Percy. Percy eats a corn dog as he wraps his arm around single dad.
Is he the one hugging my dad?
Yeah.
Single dad flirts with Percy.
Anyway, kids, you all need to stop complaining, or I'll make you all watch the Hall & Oates documentary on Tuesday.
No.
Guys, you've got to stay focused, stay positive. We may not beat them this time, but you can't give up.
Dax looks at pregnant Julie as she converses with guests at the registration table. He smiles. Dax looks over at Sheriff Ricky. Ricky chases a disruptive fan and tases him.
Everybody fails sometimes. We can't all be perfect. You want to know what the difference is between winners and losers?
The kids listen intently.
Losers fail and give up. Winners fail and learn from their mistakes, so the next time they get their chance, they come back and they win.
The kids nod.
Besides, you've all just started playing baseball. Don't be so hard on yourselves. You're all doing great. If this were a DJ competition, you guys would kick their ass.
The kids smile.
Now, let's go out there and play some baseball.
The kids cheer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that? Is that thunder? Oh no, it's a storm a coming.
Kids giggle.
Who are we?
The storm!
What are we doing?
We're storming!
Dax, point of view. The kids take the field. Their baseball jerseys read, sponsored by Percy's Place. I want you to come inside. The end. Well, I hope we didn't offend too many people.
Oh, you offended everybody. That's hilarious.
I think you need a focus group of homosexuals to see how they
Right, yeah, how they
this
would-
character.
Transvestites.
Well, I don't know. Broderick, you want to come over? Thank you all, first off, for coming out and doing this.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a
Right
blast.
summerside. So,
Thank you for coming inside.
yes, yes.
Percy's so dirty.
Well, for those who are actors, like we really want to hear a little bit from everybody about what you thought. So, like good and bad. So this is only our third draft. So we just finished this up, like first draft a couple weeks ago, and then we've been rewriting. So we still have some work to do with it. And the whole point of this was to kind of hear it out loud and see what we might need to tweak and everything else. Obviously, there's going to be stuff that changes. So that's really why we want to do this and get feedback from everybody. So I'd be really interested in hearing from some of our main actors, like pluses and minuses, even if it's only one or two, whatever. So feel free. And obviously, anybody that has to leave, I understand. It's after 10, so if anybody does have to leave, feel free. But just whoever wants to go first.
Well, first of all, I guess I want to say like how incredibly impressed I am that y'all have this complete of a script done in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible how just finishing a script is a monumental task. Even if this was atrocious, just the fact that it's finished is amazing. But it's not atrocious. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like I laughed a lot just reading it at home, and then like it's even funnier when you have all these characters bringing it up. It's just great. I'm very impressed.
Fuck is this?
Before the fucking I'm pissed.
There's the drunk redneck.
Well, thank you.
No, I just want to say that. I guess I had a few things that I would. Oh, Careless Whisper, awesome wedding song. Like it's about him cheating on his wife. I love that. That's their wedding song that she requested. There was a couple of things, few specifics. Bob listens early on, and I think it might be interesting if somehow Bob he's listening. So I guess maybe if he tells Special Day DJ something, or if he's there listening and y'all are specifically making a point of that, like maybe use it later on. I know it's kind of used with the SUV thing.
Yeah, throughout the script, he is firmly on Special Day's side.
Right.
But
Yeah.
there's no payoff to him hearing that conversation about how he's going to sabotage.
Yeah,
it.
that's
he gets the DJ gig, but like you want to see like the audience see him get showed like him to get his kind of glory, I guess.
Yeah. Have his little scene or whatever. I think that the baseball thing, Dax baseball thing, should probably show up in like a subtle way earlier, a little earlier, like probably within the first like 10-15 pages. There should be some reference to.
I think there needs to be another for the gasoline in the car. I think there needs to be something more incriminating than just gasoline by itself, even if it's somehow.
Gas in a match is.
Well, gasoline being in a car wouldn't be the thing to kick it off, but if it was like
I think the cocaine might though.
The cocaine. But
A Molotov cocktail really shows.
And I thought while so he's going to do the tryout thing, right? And while they're having the it's not a great setup, but they're doing the DJ wedding. Like they don't have a great time, but they make it through and they do good and they whatever. While they can maybe you could show him trying out in baseball, and like while they're kind of failing too, he's sort of failing, but at the end he kind of pulls it out and does a good job or something like that. Just some way to show where Dax is, what he's doing, because we get the flyer of him trying out, but never really. There's no real payoff for that one. What happened to Dax's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was,
that's,
like she just.
Vicky, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we.
She's just a phone conversation, isn't she?
Yeah, she's. I don't know when I painted
We
them toenails.
debated that, and that's something that at the end, after getting feedback, we ended up cutting or not even writing in some of that, and we debated whether or not putting too much of her in there was gonna like detract and turn the story more into like a drama,
Right.
versus being as lighthearted. But at the same time, that's a good observation because
Yeah.
it's something we probably need to tie together.
Is there a way to show her less than a girlfriend and more of a hookup? Like,
Yeah.
do we need to, if we want to show that, we need to do better?
Well, if you want to root for Dax, I don't see her as a hookup. I see her as a shitty girlfriend that broke up with him before the events of the
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, maybe she's a. Yeah, that's a great idea.
He could be
Shitty-
bummed out.
Yeah, he's bummed out.
Or
'cause
maybe she even cheated and took her back.
We
So
talked
low,
about that.
you know?
We had a few different scenarios we discussed. One was that she ends up leaving Dax for Chadwick. That was one of the scenarios we talked about.
Yeah.
That she leaves him for Chadwick, and then in that orgy scene at the end, like Chadwick and her are there too.
Actually, that's kind of perfect.
You like
that'll
yeah.
sum up like, all right, you don't need to worry about her anymore in the story.
But everybody feels like you're wondering what the hell.
Yeah,
happened.
there needs to be some resolution between Dax and Vicky. Like,
It wouldn't be like
it just anything. Like even at the very end of the movie, she comes up and she's excited for Dax, and he's like, no, and he, breaks it off. Show that he broke it off,
Or
so
that-
he's not cheating on his
Or that
girlfriend.
she sees that Julie's pregnant and she tries to like mess with her, and then Julie punches her in the face. At the end.
Something.
I would
Do your own
want-
toenails, bitch.
Like I know Julie is sweet, but maybe she could be a little more foul sometimes.
Like just like one shot of that.
Yeah.
Like to kind of
Like,
have
oh,
the
Yeah.
ping pong going back and forth, like kind of have a little bit of like gritty humor, a little bit.
Or that's kind of her
'Cause
character development
I'm
too.
sweet, but
Yeah.
I'm still kind of foul too. You know, so.
Well, I mean, she takes a lot of shit from Brad.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like you're smart, you're pretty. Why are you with this guy? So she
Right.
must kind of seems to me like she has a kind of a low self-image, and then for her to come towards the end and pop Vicky in the mouth.
Let's say you could even
Kinda
think,
like,
you can
okay,
you can even think about her being the one to punch.
Or she
Brad.
grabs the
Yeah.
Dreamcatcher stick and whips her in the face with it. It's like just happens.
If you remove like self-worth and everything, if Dax and Julie have been best friends for over a decade and they still go to Percy's place to go have their birthday every year, they have to at least share the same sense of humor, else why the hell would they hang out with each other? So I like what you were saying about bringing in some of the same. She can stand a little grit and then maybe snap back a little bit every once in a while.
On that too, with with Julie and Brad, I mean, we hear, not Brad, I'm sorry, Dax. Throughout the the script, you're either alluding to or coming out and saying, basically she's really the one that he wants to be with, and other than the carousel, or not the carousel, the
Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel. We don't really see a whole lot of her reciprocating, and then at the end she turns around for 15 years. So I kind of felt like it almost happened too suddenly. So I'm thinking at least two other points where either she kind of looks at him like, and then she just something kind of alluding to that it, at least it doesn't have to necessarily match what Dax is putting out in the script, as far as his feelings for her, but a little bit more, because it seems like she's just best friends except for the Ferris wheel. Like she does. Oh, you're just my friend. Like it would be weird suddenly for him to turn.
Can you show a little bit of their history of their friendship before, like to kind of see there was some. I mean, even after that, but maybe a little bit of background so you know that they have all of that.
Or they tried to get together, but something went
Something
totally
happened.
wrong,
Or her just making like he doesn't get it because he's so self-defeating. Like he can't even get her passes. He's just like.
She would never go for me anyway.
Yeah, she wouldn't go for
You
me.
could have the initial scene when he's making the initial photo disc.
Yeah.
He can be going through pictures of
Oh,
previous
yeah,
photos.
that's a cool
Like that.
thing, yeah.
And then once he hands it off, and that'd be a quick, just him standing in front of the monitor. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, maybe she's the one too.
She's
Because she
looking
has to give it to
reminiscing.
him, right?
Yeah.
The pictures to him.
She sends him an email.
Yeah.
I just found these on my old computer,
Right.
and then he opens up the email and there's
Well, I was
10,
actually
15
saying
photos that he
maybe
scrolled
she looks through them. I guess is what I was saying. So if we're
I-
looking
oh,
for
yeah.
more of her,
More of her, yeah.
I mean, I like the Dax thing too. I mean, I feel like, but if we're looking for more of her,
Maybe
like
she
dumb
was-
college photos, and like maybe I'm like with him and he's really douchey, and then you can see him in the side of the picture, kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
always the third wheel kind of
It's a
thing.
lot. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. That's good. That's good.
Holding a picket sign.
To
There's-
change gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever think about like doing an opening with the organization?
What, starting the script off with them, or
Possibly, as like a tiny because it's so like third act heavy.
Yeah.
The organization and the gauntlet and everything else is almost entirely in the third act, and I think it's a funny B story.
Yeah.
But
I think it gives you something to come back to. It's like
I
the
was
plant
picturing
at the beginning
it in
of the
my head, like, you know, over a credit sequence,
Or just- or
like
just that
talking about this random like mythical organization, and then it cuts to the opening with all these DJs screwing around.
Just those shots of like the mysterious shadowy figures that like just this random scene, you know, like they leave the shop and then you just see them there for just a second.
Interesting.
Well, I had an idea that's kind of along that lines of that, and it could maybe give Bob a little bit more of that payoff that we were talking about or whatever, is that introducing what the contest is earlier in the script, like the first time we see the Ishvara and everything, like that he reads the scroll and the contest thing, and basically Bob explains it instead of Ricky. I guess you move that whole explanation scene earlier so that you have it's not so just like in the third act. You have it earlier. Might be a solution to that, if you want.
Yeah.
And then the one last thing I had was it's kind of like the end of Old School has the two assholes, like the guy drives off a cliff and lands on whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's I think that's you need that. You need some sort of like Brad and I mean I guess they don't have to die, but like that.
Something like that getting messed with.
Well, Chad gets arrested for arson.
Right, I know, but like I guess something like
a jail shot, like you're saying.
Yeah, like a shot in jail of like a big black man coming up behind him.
That's a great thought. Like, okay, I just thought about this because you said that. What if he was leading like a Kazumba class in jail?
Yeah.
These big tough guys with tattoos, like playing Kazumba with them.
Or he's like,
and they have to pay him in cigarettes.
And then Brad develops a tofu allergy, and so he just offs himself because he can't eat anything.
He can't. Or he's like the end of what is it? The end of Dodgeball, where he's he's fat, he's huge and fat, and he's eating junk food and stuff like that.
Yeah, you kind of need to see one.
I was just thinking like just some really aggressive like version of Zumba of some guy. It's like, no, you need to do this, and like he's
he's
living in
meditating
somebody
in
else's
the-
like
in
awful
the
Zumba,
yard one day.
prison Zumba.
Prison Zumba.
Or at one point he is having sex with a really old. Maybe he opens like a commune, and he's like just the only people there besides Brad are just really really old women.
Right, right. Old fat. Although he
Old
doesn't
fat
have
women.
problem with having sex with
that
Karen.
Yeah, that's kind of a payoff.
Right, yeah.
Got no issues with that, man.
Oh, and I guess just from a purely technical thing of like when I've talked to producers and stuff about scripts and stuff like that, I think it's the script as far as I didn't feel like it lulled a whole lot. I felt like it was a good pace and everything. But 120, what is it? 121, 120. That's kind of pushing it for a comedy.
It is. Yes.
So if you could find 10, like a way, even if you widened your margins, just to trick the producers into it being because a producer will look and see how many pages at the end and be like, I don't want to deal with a 120 page comedy. So just for that reason, I might try and scale back.
You're
like
not
10
trying to
pages.
Dodgeball is like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Wedding Crashers is 2 hours and 5 minutes. They're two totally different movies.
Yeah.
But like, you're right. I mean, I think that if there is any lulls, we should definitely trim because before they even read it, you don't want them to look at a long, like an
Right.
over 2 hour screenplay and they're like a comedy.
Right, exactly.
Wedding Crashers could have become that long, but in the beginning it wasn't. Like there were too many funny things they didn't want to cut, and they ended up leaving it. But originally, maybe it was only 90 pages.
Right. Plus, they had already had success with the smaller comedy.
Right.
People.
The phrase I hear a lot is "kill your babies."
Yeah, kill your children.
Yeah, is that like you gotta find your weakest child and kill it. Like, in your script, and
it's funny because originally we set this out with the goal of
didn't mean to bring us down, by the way.
90 to 100 pages was what we were aiming for, and it just
Yeah, no, I mean, but it's
Which is
good.
an
though.
awesome feeling.
Well,
but at the same time,
I
you
don't
have
know.
to
At
get
the
rid
same
of
time, I was like, wow, we're still going.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, it's good though. Like all of that, I cannot say how impressed I am.
Awesome.
It had a nice flow to it.
Thank you.
It's really one of the funniest things that I've read. Really, like I was in class dying in the back.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
snotty
legitimately
myself.
funny. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We should work on this in Liz class.
I think
We're talking about
That'd be a lot of
condensing.
fun.
As great as the scene that steals this for me is the bathroom scene.
Yeah, yes,
that
that's the
runs
scene that
way,
everybody's gonna
structured
remember.
extremely well. But
Adds on after a while, like
if you're talking about condensing, I think like you're saying, condensing characters, I think is a way to look. I think Chuck and Earl, if you had a black stoner, you may be killing two birds with one stone there.
Yeah, cutting.
That's
cutting
an
out
initial
one of
thought.
Yeah.
We're in a
They
safe
did-
place.
They did that. They
I
did
didn't
that
mean to kill
in
anybody.
Waiting. I don't know if you've seen Waiting. The guy who can't piss, who's also the guy who
Yeah.
can't get women. Initially in the script, that was two different characters, and in order to cut the screenplay down, he just made them into one character. So
Interesting. Brian, are you still there with us?
Hey, Brian.
How was it? Brian read the script first. He's the first person to read it. So, how could you hear it? Okay, and then what were your thoughts? Oh my God! I saw the screen went black for a minute, and I didn't know what happened. And you were huddled.
I'm delirious with fever, but it's great.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Are you?
Are you dying?
Are you all right?
Are you all right?
I have you plugged in. I hope you're not dying. So.
Wow.
He doesn't even know what he is.
He's committed.
Shall we Skype 911? We need an ambulance.
You have just hung out with.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
Thank you. We've got some things we definitely work on. Is there anything like memorable moments, things, characters, or certain things that really stuck out to you that are funny? Maybe we can
Definitely
push
not
on,
cut.
or like just because some people like different characters, but like, is there anything that like touched you home that like you liked a lot, or that we could do more of? Or like,
I mean, Ricky's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like Chadwick.
Yeah, Chadwick. Yeah, the whole time I hear Chadwick, I'm sitting there thinking like, "Bet you better get Ben Stiller to play this."
That's what I was thinking.
That's responsible every time. Because we wrote it for Ben Stiller, and like when to really bring the character to life.
Yeah.
That was written for Ben Stiller,
Right.
And then Ricky was Danny McBride-esque. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I really just like the way you make Chadwick.
Yeah.
Chadwick, just such a cheapo.
Yeah.
I love that. There's a couple of spots, like I've commented.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the yellow belt. You can pick up one in the office. Like
Right.
I love that. Like
You could
everything-
definitely
everything
punch
just
that
make
up.
him be, like,
Literally,
so
you can
cheap and,
add like 3 or 4
He's
more
always
of those.
acting like
Yeah.
he's rewarding
Yeah.
someone, but then again, like they have to
Yeah.
go and purchase it.
Mandatory donation.
Is Brad Kroger supposed to be related to Chad Kroger by any chance?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah,
Is that a thing? Coincidence.
That has to be the gem.
That was a little bit. Okay, yeah, all right.
Oh shit!
Maybe.
Chad Kroger's the lead singer of Nickelback.
You noticed the Nickelback jokes.
If you're gay, we probably offended you. Either one of those.
That's so great. Yeah, you noticed we don't like Nickelback.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Fans that look to it anymore.
Yeah.
You should look
Throw in
up.
a couple Kings of Leon
look at this
jokes and you
Instagram.
have solid gold.
What about from anybody we didn't hear from yet?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or with it, the audience. I'm curious about the
Everybody.
I had a few thoughts. I guess just at the beginning, there aren't really any redeeming qualities, it doesn't seem, from Brad. And I guess it's just kind of like, why would she
be with
why
him?
would
Yeah.
she stay with him? Like, is there a redeeming quality anywhere? Because like, obviously at the end right before they break up, and he has that photo montage and stuff like that. That's like her like all moment or whatever. Like, I should stay with Brad. But at the beginning, there's no like redeeming quality. He's just like a dick.
Dude,
Even when he tries to kiss her, she pulls away right from the first time we see them together. Yeah.
And it's like, why would she stay with
She's not into him at all.
Like she got into him with this like
she's arranged.
got into him with this political.
From hearing that, do you guys have any suggestions? Because it's like we do want him to be a dick and we want him to be earthy.
I have suggestions for not. The two
activist at one
the,
time.
the two easy outs for that are either rich
Yeah,
or
he's paying her bills.
hung low.
Cooking for her.
Stay away from either of those. I would say like, the fact that he's so environmentally friendly, I guess, and she wants to go build orphanages.
Play that up.
That has to be. If that got established earlier as that's their mutual interest and why they are involved with one another.
They had a meditation thing.
Yeah.
Or it could be that she met him when she was kind of in this phase where she was going green, and he was this cool guy, maybe a little bit older, and then once she kind of outgrew that, and thought, this is kind of dorky. Yeah. She's already with him, and you're with, been with, and maybe he helped her out with something financial, something like that.
That's a great idea.
But I do think he's very right. Make sure you don't go any of the rich or
He's such a great character in his thing.
Right, exactly.
Wait, could he have, if you show some college stuff with us being best friends, we're in this class and he's our creepy weird old professor. Well, not that.
Why gotta be old?
He's like the philosophy or some kind of professor, and he I don't know how I end up liking him, but he's all like, why? That's so creepy weird. Why are you
You
liking
should
him?
forcefully use big words. And just really awkward presentation of
Let me acquiesce the answer for you.
Right, yeah.
Anybody else?
Oh, and just to, I like your idea of the college atmosphere, but this is a small town. Make him a JUCO TA. I think that would be just
way too seriously.
I've been to Mexico once.
Right.
Out of the country.
I am a world traveler.
Who
I've been on a
in
Carnival
here
cruise.
Says that they went to Harvard. Was it him?
It was him.
Okay,
One semester.
Yeah. So kind of.
He probably audited classes or something.
Right.
Stupid. No, say it. Stupid. What?
This is like you said. This is a safe place.
I was gonna read the script. I started moving out of the house though, so I didn't get a chance to read it. So this is the first time I get to read it. First time was the best. Laughed a lot. That was funny. It's just Brad. I watch a lot of movies, so I may relate to a lot of stuff from movies. So anybody ever saw Harold and Kumar, the second one, Escape from Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Kumar's ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. Kind of at first, Kumar doesn't like him. He's kind of he doesn't act like a dick. He's kind of nice, somewhat. He has a faint dick quality to him. Not really.
It's devious.
Yeah, exactly. But you can kind of tell that the girl doesn't really see that really in him. She just sees that he's good looking. He's going far. He's nice to her. He doesn't really approve of. In the movie of her smoking pot, whatever. But towards the end, you kind of start seeing him slowly she didn't really see that side of him until kind of in the about
the middle,
3/4 of the way, right? So.
Maybe you would see less of that dick side from the beginning and more towards the end.
Yeah, exactly. Where maybe he's kind of not so much of a dick, kind of a little bit of just
condescending nice guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he manipulates her a lot, how he turns around everything.
To that, maybe she used to do something a while ago, and then we start dating him. He kind of try to control her, make her a certain way.
Or you could show it. I think you could show it through Julie too, in that because right now she's kind of written that she doesn't like it, but if she just oh, you're so funny, and you're and that she kind of likes what is happening. Because I really hate to lose. I love the idea of him walking up and rubbing her face awkwardly and that sort of stuff, but that she kind of likes it, or thinks it's funny, or some goofy quirk or something like that.
She's spine at the beginning.
Yeah. She doesn't fall out of love with him. Yeah. You guys ever see Midnight in Paris?
Yep.
Yes. There's a character in there that ends up cheating with, if you haven't seen it, sorry, but ends up cheating with the main guy's with the main guy's fiance, and she actually ends up being she's a bitch through the whole movie. But anyway, this guy is basically a pseudo-intellectual. He talks about all these things that nobody knows anything about, and you kind of don't know if he's just making shit up, like about historic French painting, actually in the 17th century, and he goes on and on and on, and so it's like one of those things where he could, especially talking about the environment, he could just be bullshitting, and people would just go, "Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that at all."
You were talking about it earlier with script length. Look at Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers.
Right. I never saw Wedding Crashers.
Oh, really?
I know.
He kills in it. Like initially, he's just he's the perfect, affluent guy, everything else, fiance. And then throughout the film, he kind of has his downward turn. And I don't know, like I think Brad
comes off too dick at the beginning, and he needs to be you need to empathize with him a little more.
We need to know why Julie isn't.
I don't want to call him flat, but I think he's kind of relatively the same throughout. I mean, with the exception of the Ferris wheel scene.
He gets worse.
There's the Ferris wheel scene.
Not enough.
You don't start here. You're kind of here.
Halfway
there already.
And then there's no real conflict between any of them until they're at the gauntlet at the end. And then it's a foregone conclusion. Oh, well, after the cheating.
Because the redeeming quality, if we escalated his character, then there would be a little bit of the redeeming quality, or the audience would see a little bit of like, oh, this is why Julie's with them. And then it escalated to like, okay, we know he's a dick.
Yeah.
He's an environmentalist.
What if they...
So that would solve both of those from what I hear.
And also, if the scene when he gets caught at the end, if that starts off reluctantly, if Hot Girl shows up, he just almost got found out for cheating at the birthday party. So then, maybe that's his moment of clarity where he's like, all right, I actually have a great girl. I've been focusing on her friend too much. I need to get my act right. And then Hot Girl shows up at his place. And then he kind of falls into it, and then he gets found out. Right. That it's just going to keep happening, instead of hot waxing old ladies
and nipples. She gets it done, man.
Hey, man.
Different strokes, different folks.
But I kind of like
It's
what
like
the
wine.
in these movies, they don't really have too much complexity, where you want them to be kind of simple in their own way, where it's just at the beginning, he's still running the same bullcrap act of caring about stuff. He really doesn't. He just wants to be someone people think cares about stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Sort of like Will Ferrell's brother and Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Except without the redemption.
All right. Anybody else?
I have one. I think basically it's kind of the dialogue is kind of chunky. So I think you could kind of minimize some of the big chunks, like on 27, page 27.
Oh, just look at
the monologue he has to the kids could be half or just couple lines. Your life is gonna suck. Basically you could say it in a lot less. And then you just kind of, I think that's where you could cut out some stuff. Just I'm looking at long paragraphs, and Ricky's got a lot, and you could probably say a lot of what he says in shorter. Even though he's so awesome.
Although Ricky's lines are pretty.
That would be.
I know, but you're trying to cut down.
No, absolutely. No, you're not.
Chunky, so I'm in all the readings I do, I just see less dialogue. It's just a lot.
Maybe his dream could be cut down a little bit.
The dream.
The dream could probably be cut down.
The one at the end.
Yeah.
Ricky's dream.
Although that's hilarious as well.
That's why they call it killing your children.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem, right?
I could see a nice smash cut from that terrible goddamn proposal just straight to him in front of the kids. Here's what's gonna happen.
Right.
And
just
he'll get into
straight
a little bit of that, and they're one of the kids cuts him off, and he's like, "Your life sucks." He's like, "That's it. Hall & Oates documentary."
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's their
I gotta
punishment.
talk to you.
Yeah.
The one other thing that I was thinking is whenever they have the bet, the wager at the end, or whatever, if the guy burned down his business and he knew it, why would he wager his business against his? Because he knows he just kind of.
I think he just wants the land, though. I think is the idea.
Okay.
Maybe it's the ego too.
Yeah.
Make that clear.
Yeah. We might need to make that clear.
make it
Buddy's
clear
dying
that Dax gets Chad's place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What about audience members? Anybody? Good, bad, ugly?
I made some comments.
She likes to
Yeah,
speak
we've been in
yellow.
comments.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of good points were made.
Yeah, I mean, this is
I
this
think
is great.
David P. character is definitely needs to be a little nicer, because it makes Fred look really shitty for liking him at all. Like, he just bought me this fake diamond, so
Yeah.
I still like him. Like, maybe if he was more like passive aggressive with his comments instead of just straight up like, no, you shouldn't eat that. Like, no, baby, you don't need that. Like, you're beautiful enough without those calories or something like that. You know, like whatever. You know, some.
Like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday.
Here's a kiwi. Kiwi with a candle on it.
Yeah, I got you a gym membership for your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Like she's impressionable and a little younger and naive, so she kind of.
And maybe his diamond line, he says, you know, from the destruction they come from, I see no beauty in him. And maybe he makes a comment and says something like, you know, he took the money that he would have spent on a real diamond to donate to orphans of the African diamond.
Or of Haiti.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Even though he didn't.
Even though he didn't.
Yeah.
Or to remove gluten from like foreign aid or something, where it's like where people in Africa need to have less gluten in their diet or something.
Bye.
Bye.
I think the biggest thing that for me that stuck out was Bob.
Bob?
I don't know what's like. He needs to be more of a common thread, and he just kind of shows up randomly. Like, oh, we still got Bob again. Oh, no, he's dead.
I
I mean,
saw
like,
Bob like.
I know now what you're doing with him.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a little bit clearer. Use more centrally.
Bob was just like I kind of saw him like
I
on
couldn't tell if it was just because the pace of it, I couldn't keep up with him, or if it was
that TV show
There was no definite Bob.
Community or whatever.
Yeah.
What about Community?
With the guy that they always like pick on there, he's like an older guy and like he's just not in the group. That's kind of how I saw him. It's just this like
Leonard.
yeah.
Shut up, Leonard. I really like the idea of introducing the organization like
early.
Yeah, like as an opening scene, just kind of set that mood for a second.
And then go to the goofballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you know, like Ishvar comes in and he shoots that flaming arrow, and it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
So maybe your time in with the organization in that opening scene, just so that way you know that this guy.
To where they're like meeting in this cave, and it's like where to next, master? Like
It's like an angels and
to
demons
this,
kind of thing.
to Baton Rouge.
Blue Bonnet Swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I mean, this is really, really great feedback. This is the third draft, and I really see this being a movie on screen. Like, I think this could be just a screwball, funny comedy. It's got a lot of great characters. It's just you go to the movies to see this to be entertained. You're not gonna get anything out of it.
Maybe the modern day Porky's.
Yeah, no, it's
So, this is great.
Well, you know, like not dodgeball. What's the Hangover and stuff like that? It's funny, but I'm not really a big fan of the like drunk college guy kind of like humor. It's stupid to me, but this has a lot of like quality humor and like. I love his character so much, and like it's that kind of stuff that it's smart humor. You know what I mean? It's still kind of like the others. Yeah, like the Hangover to me is just kind of like. Like,
we got so
fucked up. It doesn't make me laugh. It's frat boy humor.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, like this has substance. Even
I
though
still laughed a lot during the movie.
What'd you say? It's bombing. It's the writers from The Hangover.
Oh, yeah.
They try to do another.
This should go real quick.
a lot of people like that stuff.
Wait, what's that? Well, I wonder if I have it.
21 and over.
Oh
It
god.
doesn't take a lot to make.
I'm
like,
sending you something that helped me
like
a lot
Harlem
Zach Galifianakis so bad.
with like figuring out a female character. Like, because my script was a lead female character, and she was something wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I'm sending you this flow chart.
intentionally like refreshed my page, and so like I missed my spots. So there were parts there where and then I was like, oh, shit.
Right. You're good. You're good.
That was awesome.
Thank you guys all so much. You're welcome
Thank you
to
for
like
asking.
tag or whatever.
What's your last name?
Write more scripts, like I said.
Yes. Hey, if any of y'all come up with any other ideas, like good or bad, or any other feedback, like feel free to message us on Facebook or whatever. Seriously.
Reread after a rewrite again. I'd like to do this again.
Awesome. Well, that's good.
I want to play all the girls roles in the dream.
Or just come here all together and just randomly.
Can I be Minion and do the voice?
Minion?
I have to say, it's really hard to like, because Dax is the straight man.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
He is.
So
He is.
it's like all these funny things are happening, and I'm like, I've got to read the serious lines.
Right. All right. Good night, my man.
Thank you very much.
It was awesome.
Thank you
man.
very much. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, like the scene where it's all too much laxative, but they don't like. Yeah.
Oh, kind of a summary at the end? I can see that. I can see that. Something that's